And we are live! Welcome to the Mythos Mystery Society presents the Trapper Keeper Club Special number 2. Not telling you the real name because it gives too much away. Brought to you by Schmuckies. Schmuckies, it's number 2. With that, this is another Bubblegumshoe game, and I will be your GM for tonight. We'll go around and quickly introduce ourselves and what character we're playing. I'm, again, Dave. I'm playing as the GM. Toss it over to Gina, and then you just toss it down the line, and we'll go from there.
Hello, I'm Gina. I'm playing Jessie Davies, who is into boy bands and rainbows. I'll call on Alicia.
I am Alicia. I am playing Ashley Black. I don't remember what
You're the too cool for school kid.
Right. I am
yeah,
too cool
you're
for school.
Intimidatingly cool. That's your whole thing. I think you're also the oldest one out of the group here.
Yeah, okay, that I remember. I think I was like a year or two older than everybody else, yeah.
Yeah. And then you toss it to whoever you want.
Dusty Kepler.
That's me! Played by Brennan. I'm poor, as Fenton would quickly remind you, but he's not here today. It's just still me and my roving pack of dogs.
So toss it down over to Mike.
Yeah, to Lee.
Hello, I'm Michael, playing Lee Kennedy. I have made the yearbook my entire personality. I am all about documenting that yearbook stuff.
It's got to go down, or else did it ever happen?
Picture didn't happen.
With that, it has been previously on the Trapper Keeper Club. Is you all were sucked into an adventure. A mystery that you delved down where turns out Fenston's neighbor was doing something suspicious, and it got to a point where mysteriously you found out there's some sort of supernatural thing going on with it. And it really stuck with you because it was a very strange Black Friday that all happened on. And due to that, you decided the mysteries, like, if this is just one drop in an ocean of supernatural mysteries going on in the strange Michigan town of Prosper Cove. And as a result, you decided to start a little mystery club over it, see if you can get to the bottom of any more mysteries going on in your hometown. With that, it's been however many months it takes to get from Thanksgiving to Memorial Day weekend. I fucking refuse to do the math. So it's been, the rest of the winter, and then now it's spring popping up again. In that downtime, I'm sure you got up to things. We'll go over whatever you got up to in the meantime. But there's a couple mysteries that you tried to get into. You tried to advertise your club. You would get some weird things like, oh, I found a real-life Tamagotchi, and it turns out it was just like a bloated raccoon like floating in the water of the pond or something like that. And it's like, oh, you heard whispers of weirder things going on, like sightings of cartoon characters coming to life and aliens attacking some girl's house. And every single time you tried to look into these things, the mystery is either already finished or like somebody already solved it, or there was no evidence left behind to say it ever even happened to begin with. So you're getting really frustrated with this little club you've started because you just can't get around to figuring anything out. With that, in the interim, we can talk about what your characters have been up to in that time while waiting for a mystery to come in. Whoever would like to go first, really, like, you guys had 3 points to spend on new abilities if you wanted to, or just making your other abilities better. You can go into detail about how you did that, or like what you got into to justify those abilities, or just whatever you think your character was up to. But yeah, just whoever's ready, fire it off.
After the vomit/butt incident that we all are fairly familiar with, I retreated into the outdoors and spent all my points there, away from everyone.
You secluded yourself in the
alone
woods.
With my dogs in the woods.
They'd never make fun of me and my big butt. So you put the points in outdoors?
All in outdoors.
All of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can climb a tree like nobody's business.
Yeah. It's like you were born in them.
Is that a raccoon? No, that's a child.
Yeah. Is that a Tamagotchi? Damn it, it's not the Tamagotchi. There's a real life Tamagotchi out there, I swear to God. You've become the Prosper Cove cryptid.
Was that you like miming climbing a tree?
Just there's the trunk.
He scurries. He's like
Or a tall man, because I'm a small child.
Over the last couple months, I guess, I've been trying to perfect the perfect playlist.
How's it going?
It's pretty cool, I gotta say.
Yeah, it's okay. Not perfect. You know what else you can go into detail about? So you guys are the Trapper Keeper Club. That's what you landed on for your name and everything, which would lend credence to the fact that you all probably have Trapper Keepers. There you go. Describe your Trapper Keeper that you've gotten for your little club.
Okay, so I obviously have the Lisa Frank Trapper Keeper. It has a unicorn on it, and over the last uncountable months, we got a computer at home, and so now I understand the internet, so all my points went into research.
Nice. Before you were only able to merely find the addresses of every member of 98 Degrees, but now you know what they're up to on every single hour of every single day.
There are a lot of GeoCities websites.
You know their real names because they have stage names.
I continue to work on my craft of investigating and trying to get the perfect yearbook photos to memorialize the events of the year. So I continue to work on noticing the best moments and learning more about the town and the people in it. And so I stuck a couple of extra points in there to help refine my skills.
Yeah, I like to imagine that you're probably like the because your investigative background and all that stuff, you're the one that's probably the most frustrated with all the misses that you've had as a club, mystery solving club. You've solved a couple, but they just weren't satisfying. It's like, oh, somebody lost their wallet. It was under their couch. But
Yep.
yeah, and with that, I want to say you're all probably hanging out at I want to say, because Lee, your parents' like den was where you did all the research for the previous scenario. So you've probably made that your meetup place to see if like, oh, is anybody gonna like come in with a mystery that we have or anything? Do you all advertise the club at all, or is it just like word of mouth? Because that might be a reason why you did
I mean,
not.
I don't think that we'd be advertising it. Like, we don't need more people to help solve mysteries. We need people to bring the mysteries to us. So
That makes sense. So are there like flyers you put around like, we'll solve your mystery kind of thing, or do you have a YouTube
I mean,
video?
we have access to the internet now. That's
There you
no
go.
better place to get mysteries than the internet.
Oh, who made the website?
Oh, I did. I have the
Of
computer
course.
now. Don't know
Does
if
it have clip art and GIFs and sparkles and all that stuff?
Yes.
It's a free GeoCities website because your parents would definitely weren't going to shill out any money for a real thing.
Yeah.
You get I guess maybe an email would be, if that's the way we're going to go. I guess you get an email from someone saying, "Help, I need to find my husband."
Mm,
Okay.
that
And the
sounds
details are all
mysterious.
spelled wrong, and they're all very like there's a lot more exclamation points, and then like just everything sounds kind of wrong, like a child wrote it.
Mm.
Sounds questionable. Well, I mean, we can answer back and see if there's any more details and determine if it's even real, because it sounds very suspicious.
Yeah, we should put our fee in there too to make sure it's the real, legit offer.
Yes,
Trapper Keeper Club ain't
absolutely.
cheap.
You think his mystery solved themselves?
Nothing scares away the phonies like a fee.
You respond back. You get a response back eventually saying that they would love to meet up with you at some point.
I guess we can meet up down at the malt shop.
The malt shop. Is that the malt shop in the mall?
Oh, absolutely.
Why not? It's got to be a public
How many malt
place.
shops does our town have?
20.
What else
Somewhere
are you gonna
around
do?
or about 20.
You can't drink things unless you're at the malt shop.
Yeah. So you arrive. I want to say, I guess maybe the next day. We'll just. So now it's like, if that was Thursday, now it's the Friday of Memorial Day weekend. So you have your half day of school, and afterwards you all use your bikes and you go down to the mall. God damn, this is 90s. I missed this. You get to the mall and you're having malts. You're waiting for somebody to show up. And you see what looks like a young girl. She is... How old is she? I think she's just 12. Yeah, she's about 12 years old. She's wearing like a red jacket and like red like parachute pants and all that stuff. And she has like big red sunglasses. She's trying to look a lot older and more professional than she is. And she's like, "Are you guys the Trapper Keeper Club?"
We are. Are you? Oh, what was the name on the email?
I didn't give one. I gave the alias of the woman in red.
Ah.
Well, you definitely are a woman wearing red, but you seem more like a girl wearing red.
That's awfully presumptuous of you, mister.
Tell me how you file taxes.
We'll take a kid client too. You don't have to lie about your age.
Anyway, I need your help. I'm willing to look past these insults as long as I can get help. I need help finding my boy husband, Archie. He has been missing for 2 weeks.
Artsy? Where'd you last see Artsy?
I think I saw him in class the other day, 2 weeks ago, but I have not seen him since. And we exchanged wing pops and everything. He is my boy husband, and we said we wike each other, so I need to find him.
Have you gone to his house before?
I do not know where he lives. I am 12.
Yeah, we guessed that.
What school do you go to?
What is the name of the school? That's a good...
Is it the same?
I know I have like a whole document about this. It's probably the middle school, so not the same one you go to.
Oh.
DeWitt, yeah, probably. That sounds right.
Like DeWitt's where we go. That's where I go, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, wait, no, yeah. Some of you are kind of in that range, I think, so you might actually just be in the same school together.
12.
Where did I put it? Cool. I have
Where
like
did you
a whole
put your
thing.
school?
Where did I put my school? Well, I'm gonna just take you on faith for there, and I'll find it later. But I'm pretty sure it's DeWitt Middle School. That's what a 12-year-old's in, right? Middle school. What grade would that be?
7th or 8th grade.
7th or 8th? Wow, she's a little older than I'm making her out to be. I'm like imagining like a 6-year-old. Whoops. But yes, could you help me find my boy husband?
We'll look into it.
His name is Archie Bankster.
Does he have any siblings?
Siblings? No. I don't know.
Does he go by boy husband or Archie Baker?
He goes by Archie. I'm the only one who's allowed to call him boy husband.
Sorry.
Don't put it on me.
Has he been acting differently, or did he say anything to you?
No, one day he was here, and then the next day I never saw him again.
Where did you last see him?
I saw him in class. We That's all I know. That's all I know. I saw him in class. We exchanged wing pops. He told me he liked me, and then I never saw him again.
What
I
did
think
he
he's
do
having
after
trouble
saying
staying
he
in
liked you?
He ran away like everyone in my grade does when they say they like someone.
All right, I guess we can look into it.
Thank you.
We'll send you an email when we find out something.
Okay, you'll have to send it to my mom's email.
Sure.
I give you. I'm trying to think of a mom's email at the time. It's probably just her name at yahoo.com. My name is. Did I say my name?
No.
It's Quistel Macmillan. That's my name. If you want to write it down,
Quistel. With a
I can
W?
spell it and everything because I'm 12 and not 6. It's actually very easy for me to spell it.
Is that with a K or a C?
C.
C.W. Whistle. Okay.
Okay, I'll leave you to it, detectives. Godspeed.
Yeah, we got this,
Salutes
Quistel. No
you.
problem. Oh my god, what are we gonna do?
Yeah, she walks away and leaves you in the malt shop, near the malt shop, the cafeteria at the mall.
The food court.
The
One-
food court.
One malt to go.
What?
Chocolate.
You
You
gonna
could
pay
have
money
her
for
mom's
that?
email could be ladyinred@yahoo.com.
Yeah. Ooh.
I'm a very successful yearbook artist. Of course, my mom gives me an allowance.
That'll be $250 for the malt. This guy's been standing here waiting for your money for a little while now as you've been talking to Crystal. All right,
I
with
will
that,
give him $250 and grab my malt to go.
there you go. And with that, that's all you got. You have a mystery. You've been hired.
Excellent. I'm sure Quistel, who is totally a
12.
wife person, will
For sure,
totally
12.
pay us.
I can't believe I made her 12. I should have made her 6. I did not
You
realize
can
how
still
old
make
that
her
was.
6. You are.
Yeah,
the-
she's 6 now. She's definitely 6 and she's in grade school. There you go.
Always
Boom.
6.
I don't think that changes anything of the story. So she's 6.
As long as Archie
Till
is
it
nice
has-
and
yeah.
relative to her age.
Archie is the same age. Yeah, Archie is
She'll
still
be 12
definitely
in 5
6'2".
minutes.
She'll be 12 and 5. You'll look away, you'll blink.
I was just like, if this Archie is a lot older, then we're definitely investigating a very different kind of crime.
Yeah, it's a very, very horrifying. This is way more of a horror story than I made it out to be. No, he's also
All right.
6.
Two
So-
6-year-olds. All right.
So elementary school. So we don't know the teachers or the school really.
Yeah, not
Since
really.
We're all middle schoolers. But we could attempt to go to the elementary school. Or I guess it's after school already, so we could go next week.
That's one thing.
I don't think Dave likes that idea.
No, you could. You could probably even go there now. Like, I would say it's not that long after class that you, like, all the teachers would be gone or anything like that. If that's an avenue you want to explore, you can definitely still do that today.
The trail's fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
He's
mean,
been
we can
missing for
always go
2
there.
weeks.
Oh, never mind. It's gone.
That kid's gone. He's dead as hell. Gonna write this one off with the Tamagotchi incident.
I mean, I guess we could like go by the school and just walk around, and at least like see if there's anything we can see today.
Some
Yeah,
bop
that-
rappers or something.
I
So
think Dave
as
likes
far
that idea.
as
He prefers that one.
yeah, so I just realized something that you could do there too. I was thinking of a different place to put this person, but it actually works way better here. So one thing you can do is that in the downtime between November and May, you did, because you got really into becoming detectives and all that stuff, you did find out that there is you have an informant. You call him Warhead, but he's like He's like he's around 6 years old too, so he'd be at the elementary student, but he's that he might still be after class because his parents work really late, so he has to stay late in after school programs.
Does he like warheads?
I don't know. That's just what he calls himself. He's very mysterious. I don't know if you've ever actually seen him. He's always shrouded in shadow.
A mysterious 6-year-old is just confused. Like, they're not trying to lie. Like, okay, so we're going to the school. Is Warhead around?
So, the school, I really wish I had... Oh! Is this it? I found it! Okay, cool. I found the document that tells me all the school systems, the high school, middle school. So I don't know if we have like a... Is middle school where like... Yeah, we decided middle school, this is where this age group goes, 6-year-old... No, elementary. We don't have an elementary school. We could name an elementary school right now. We go to whatever elementary school. Somebody come up with something fun, and we'll just rename it in post. We show up to the elementary school. It's like a smaller building than what you. I mean, you remember it because you went there when you were kids. But like, it's a smaller building than you're used to because you're now in high school and middle school and stuff. And you're like, man, time flies. It's so tiny. It felt so large at the time. You see that there are still kids kind of around. They're part of like after school programs, or they're doing after school clubs, or they're just using the playground that's on the school to play like basketball or like just play on the gymnasium equipment and stuff like that. As far as Warhead goes, he would probably be in the playground equipment. They have like this secret little alcove made out of plastic that looks like an old tree with a hole in it, and they have those tic-tac-toe games on the wall. Yeah. And you usually use it like a confessional booth where he's in the booth and then you're on the other side of the tic-tac-toe thing. So that's where you know to normally meet him. There is also, you could go inside the school too and like ask a teacher if you want and all that stuff. But yeah, the school is there. It's a bright sunny day. It's spring, so the weather is great. But now...
We'll go to the tic-tac-toe place.
What's the secret password? I'm asking you to make it up. I didn't tell you it prior.
Okay.
It's excellent. Yeah, you have to like, you just make it all X's. Yeah. It's like, and you hear like a kid with, you know those Walkman, they're from Home Alone. They have the little, I forgot, Talk Boys. Oh. You hear somebody on the other side of it go, "How's it going, Mr. Kennedy?"
It's good. We've got some questions about someone named Archie.
Archie, you say? I love this character already. This is great.
Yeah, Archie. He's 6 years old. He's in this. He goes to this school and he's been missing for 2 weeks.
You got what I need? You see a little 6-year-old hand reach out in between some of the little cracks of the tic-tac-toe thing.
Warheads.
Yeah.
Jesse just leads out. It's the Warheads.
A little like a brown bag lunch of warheads.
Oh yes. You hear him like that whole sucking sound you make when it's too sour. You're like, oh, that hurts so good. You got a last name for this Archie fellow? I know a lot of Archies.
Baker.
Yeah, that's it. Archie Baker.
Baker, that is incorrect. It's Bankster, but I'll give it to you.
Bankster.
Oh, I actually did hear Bankster, but I thought it was her weird accent or speech impediment.
I see you know Crystal McMillan. Are you talking about Kristen McMillan's boy husband who's been missing for 2 weeks?
That's the one!
Apparently you're not supposed to call him boy husband, so, be careful with that.
Yeah, I know. What do you want to know?
He's been missing for 2 weeks. Any idea? Have you seen him? Heard from him?
I don't know much about why he would be missing, because I'm not in the same class as him. He's in a different class. He's in Mrs. Rauch's class, and I'm in Mrs. Osadar's class, so I don't know much about him. However,
Mrs. Rocks?
yeah, that's the teacher, Mrs. Rauk.
Rauk?
Yeah. And but I do know that he is a very important person. His dad, Mark Bankster. Have you ever hear that name?
No. Good, continue.
You hear another rapper unwrapping. Mark Bankster, he's a famous real estate agent, and he flips I think it's called flipping. I'm not sure. I'm only 6. So it's when you buy something, you make it a little better and you sell it. That's what he does to places. Not like PlayStation games, but like to places. So maybe you could look into him, see what he knows. He might know what happened to his son.
Do you know if he has any siblings, Archie?
Archie's no, he doesn't have any siblings.
Okay.
Do you know where they live?
I don't know where they live.
All right.
My mom doesn't
Yeah,
let me
he-
go to strangers' houses, so.
Does he have a friend group he hangs out with?
Not to my knowledge. Again, he's in a different class. I only really know him because his dad is famous.
You know
All right.
anyone else that's in Mrs. Rourke's class?
This is Rourke's class. You could check in with Olivia Madriaga. She might know something. I heard that aliens attacked her backyard the other summer, so that was pretty neat.
Yeah, don't bring that up. That's a source. Of
I was about to say, you actually do know about that one, and you couldn't find any evidence that it happened. But that's all I know.
Is
All right.
Olivia still here, or did she go home already today?
She may have gone home already. Oh God, these are so fucking sour. Oh, don't tell my mom. Don't tell my mom I said that.
That's a bad word. You
Lips
better
are
watch your mouth.
sealed.
You see him like open like a little bit of it, so you can see him for a second. Don't tell my mom I said that. I swear, I'll never help you again if you tell my mom I said that.
Lips are sealed.
Cool. He shuts it. He's like a scrawny little kid.
How do we track down Olivia then?
I just realized Olivia Madriaga's name.
Yeah, it's that's actually a character I played in a really quick one shot. So I was just like, oh, I'll just bring her up again. Why not? But yeah, so from that you got the teacher of the class's name. You got Archie's dad's name, who is apparently famous. You got a classmate's name. I think that's it. Yeah.
We could look in the white pages for Bankster Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Or
So
the
there's-
internet.
There's probably
maybe his real estate company.
Yeah,
Yellow
there's
pages.
probably a
To
pay
the
film.
yellow
Is it?
pages.
Yeah, there's probably a pay film that has the yellow pages.
Probably
call
one at the
that,
school,
yeah.
honestly. There's probably one at the front of the school.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you can see it. You all look over just to your left, and there's like one near the playground.
Alright, let's go check that out. That should have what we need.
Okay, so with that, let's see. I need a character sheet to know what I can even ask you. Would you like to use any skills or points in anything? If you're gonna look for. Well, first you have to find if you could even find the number and all that stuff. Are you
Well,
looking
this
for?
This is 90s yellow pages. They have addresses and phone numbers in there.
True, yeah. Do you want the name of the company or the phone number for the company that he works for, or the phone number for him himself?
Well, we
Mark
don't know
Bankster.
the name of the company unless it's
That's
Bankster
true.
Incorporated or whatever.
Yeah, I mean
You
we can
can-
look. We can look.
You
for
can
that.
see if that works, yeah. But yeah, let's get some points going if you want,
Let's see.
and tell me what you're looking for specifically while you're in there.
Research. Yeah.
Research. Okay. How many points did you want to use?
I've just got the one. Does anybody have more research?
One for this will be fine, to be honest, but
Okay.
you can choose who wants to use that one, is the thing. It doesn't have to be Lee.
I think we can just roll for it because it's so easy.
Well, this one isn't a roll. This is just
Oh, okay.
you get more information if you use a point. But
Yeah.
if you can still do it without using a point at all, you just get more information if you use a point.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and use my 1 research point to get info on on that family and their business.
Okay, so from if you're using a point, I will say you find Mark Bankster, like the Bankster household phone number, and then again address as well. You also get what's it called? You find out that you go to like Bankster in like the white pages to see if there's a business called that, and you find one that's called like Bankster Real Estate, and you're like, that's got to be it. Like if he's famous and stuff like that, that's probably it. So you have both phone numbers and addresses if you'd like.
Cool.
And that address is just to an office building somewhere, so you're not sure how helpful that is at the moment. Well, though for the company, but like for the house, yeah, that's pretty useful if you want to show up there. You are children talking about a guy's missing son. I don't know how well that's going to go over if you show up in person.
Just here to look around.
Yeah, that's I guess. We're just doing our jobs. You want to see his son again or not? But yeah, that's what you have now.
The office building is probably farther away, but the house is probably nearby, so we could get there pretty quickly.
Or if you have change, you can call them from here. Does anybody have change?
I think we should go
babysitting
by rather than call, because calling and saying, "Hey, are you missing your child?" is not a good way to.
Where's your boy? Where the boy at?
I think we could probably tell a lot by just rolling past the house.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, it's not that far from here. So if you wanted to just go there in person, you can absolutely do that. Is that what you would like to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got bikes. Let's do this.
Yeah.
This is the
Your
90s. We can
kids-
go wherever we want.
You are unstoppable in your quest for knowledge. All right, so you go by Mark Bankster's house. Yeah, there's no bike outside the front entrance, which means that it's because 90s kids are used to seeing, oh, if a kid lives there, there's probably a bike just like right on the front lawn or something like that, because crime didn't happen yet. They didn't invent that until 2010.
I mean, I grew up in the Bay Area. There was already plenty of that. We didn't leave our bikes out front.
Yeah. But yeah, you're just there. It's an unassuming house. It looks nicer than probably some of the houses you're used to. Like, it looks nicer than Lee's house. Because this guy, yeah, it's on a nicer side of town and everything like that. This guy runs a business that seems to be pretty successful at flipping, apparently. So that's what you get. You see the house. There's nobody just out on the lawn or anything like that.
Are the lights on inside, or is it dark?
It's still like afternoon, so technically the lights, if they are on, they don't really make too much of an impression. But the curtains are drawn, so it's a little hard to tell if anybody's home or not.
All right.
How many stories is the house?
It's a 2-story house, probably with a nice attic. Like one of those attics that has a window that you can kind of see into it, so they could turn it into a room if they wanted.
I might be getting ahead of myself, guys, but are there any open windows that we can see?
What if you're ringing the doorbell?
I'm sorry, I thought we wanted to play a game, Gina. No, that's fine. If you wanted,
Dusty's
you could.
a survivalist, so
Yeah, Dusty's just thinking of
he
access
spent months
points.
alone in the woods by himself as a. So.
Dusty's already up the gutter when I'm like ringing the doorbell.
Jesse could just sneak in, and Jesse could just be the distraction.
I was gonna say you could do both if you wanted.
I'm gonna ring the doorbell. I'm gonna say that I babysat for Crystal, and that's when she told me that Archie was missing. So I was just coming by to see. That's my plan. So I'm gonna ring the doorbell.
Ooh, that's a good plan. So that's Jesse's plan. What does everyone else want to do?
I'm going to keep an eye on Dusty and make sure that I'm going to be a lookout for Dusty as he does whatever insane thing he's planning on doing. And I will have my camera ready for entertaining moments.
Yeah, in case his butt gets real big again and he vomits all over himself. You're halfway up the gutter. Don't take any pictures of my butt.
Because I'm so cool, I can't take an unflattering picture. And I have a 7 athletics. So I'm gonna go with Dustin.
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So we'll say that the doorbell happens first. Meanwhile, while you're walking up to the door, let's get an athletics check for both Ashley and Dustin. So that would be, I'm going to tell you, because you're in a calm situation, nobody's looking at you at the moment. The skill check for that will be 3. So remember, you gamble prior to rolling, and then you roll and see if you pass 3, or equal to or greater than 3.
Okay. But you don't lose those points, right?
You do lose those points, even if so you're gambling them up front, and then you might not have need to use them, but it's always better to have it, not need it, than need it, not have it. So
I'll wager 3.
wait. Oh, okay. So you auto succeed then. You don't even have to roll.
Oh, okay.
And then Ashley, what do you do?
I'm pretty confident, but the chance I don't succeed. I will do 2.
Okay, sounds good. And now, just to reiterate, this is the first skill check of the game. Do you want to spend 3 on it?
No.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you fail, it's probably not the end of the world, but it could be bad. I don't know. You are breaking into a house of a kid who's been missing for 2 weeks. But you know what? Yeah, this might be.
It's a good lead.
It's a very good lead. Okay, and then just give me a roll. Well, I guess Dusty, you don't have to, because you're doing 3. But Ashley, if you're doing 2, well, you would get a 1, I guess, no matter what. Like, you can't get lower than 1, so you'd get 3.
Yeah. So okay. Yeah. So
Dusty, if you want to do that as well,
maybe do 2.
Do 2?
Yeah, do 2 because you can't roll lower than a 1, so you get 3.
Do I drop my pool or the rating?
Drop. I don't know if it matters as long as you're consistent. I would say pool.
Okay.
Okay, with that, we're saying that you two are climbing up the gutter in the back of the house while, Jesse, you walk up to the door.
I ring the doorbell.
Hopefully it's the right house.
There's a moment, and then you hear somebody kind of approach the door from the other side, and you can kind of sense that they're looking through for a moment, and they unlock the door and everything, and he opens the door, and it's this bigger guy. He's probably mid-30s, which just seems ancient to you. Scraggly kind of unkempt face. He's got kind of what's called a bigger belly and everything. He's dressed in pajamas and everything, and he looks like he's been kind of going through it a little bit, and he answers the door. He just opens the inside door, so the outside door has a screen and everything like that, but he doesn't open that. He's like, "Can I help you?"
Hi, are you Mr. Bankster?
I am.
I babysat for Crystal recently, and she told me that she was worried about Archie, and so I was hoping that I could just, tell her that he had a cold and everything was okay and reassure her.
I'm sorry, I'm not sure who Crystal is, but Archie's been missing for 2 weeks now, so it's I can't really help you. I'm sorry. Do you have any information about Archie?
No, but I get out my pen and paper and I'm like, when is the last time you saw him exactly?
Okay. Well, let's see. Hang on. What can I give you? I have a whole section for this.
I can hear that it's going to be a longer conversation downstairs, and I slowly crack open one of the windows.
Yeah, it's just open. I want to say you're on the second floor getting in there and everything. Okay. So, because you just asked the right question, I'm just going to give you this without having to spend a point. He goes, the last time I saw him was when I was renovating my recent renovation project is where I last saw him, but I haven't seen him since. Have you seen him around the school at all? Has Crystal seen him at all in meantime?
No, the last time she saw him was at school too. So What renovation project was it?
It's the Crazy Kurt's arcade and mini golf down on the outside of Prosper Cove.
Oh, I totally know where that is. I'm gonna go look into it.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Would you like to ask anything else or use any points to get any information?
Um,
I'm gonna look into things.
did he go missing from the arcade? Or I can use a point for something.
Yeah, that's more of a reiteration of what you already asked, so I don't think it needs a point for that. Yeah, no, he came with because he likes to explore these, places that I work on and everything, and none of the workers there could find him, and we couldn't find him, and we eventually just had to call it because we've been searching all night. He just flat out disappeared, it seemed. I don't know where he is.
I'm sure we'll find him. Don't worry.
Yeah. Trust meter is going down rapidly. We'll cut over to Dusty and Ashley, who are I want to say you're in Archie's bedroom. Like, you managed to climb up the gutter and you found the room you found, like, looking and peering in, because you were probably going to go all the way to the roof and find a different one if you didn't. It looked like a kid's bedroom.
So looking around, scouring around the room, seeing if there's any signs of disturbance.
Yeah, so you find... So his room, I guess just to go more into detail about it, it's got a twin bed in it. It's rather clean now because I would have to assume that the Banksters have probably cleaned his room in, depression, trying to, like, oh, it'll be nice and clean for when we find him and bring him back home and everything like that. So everything is, like, meticulously put away and everything like that. And he's got posters of video games all over the walls. He loves video games and arcade games and all this other stuff. He also has, like, a calendar that's, like, golf themed. Like, it's just, like, mini golf courses that are, like, every month is a new mini golf course that's, like, famous across the country, and stuff like that. So he apparently loves golfing and loves video games, which is, yeah. And now, if you'd like to spend points, I might be able to give you some more information. But that's what you see at as a cursory glance. It's hard to miss all of that. And the room is dark because the lights are off. Nothing seems out of place as a cursory glance because, again, they cleaned it. And the door is shut at the moment. Oh, no, the door is open at the moment. Let's say that. So you can see the hallway of the house. And you don't want to make too much noise.
Not too much noise, okay. Is there a particular prominent video game featured in his room? Or just a collection?
There is... Let me see something. Give me some sort of point.
Any point?
One that... some sort of investigative point. Let's see. What's a good one to look for?
I don't have a lot of those points.
Research, I guess, would be a good one. Town lore could work.
Sneaking?
Notice.
Maybe. Town lore? I could spend a town lore point.
Okay.
Town lore. You notice that quite a few of these, maybe you're kind of into video games whenever Fenston lets you play them when your mom's working at the Fenston estate. So you're kind of into video games, even though you don't really have easy access to them, Dustin. And you notice that, like, there's, like, two names that keep popping up on a lot of these posters. Like, oh, he must like these two game developers the most out of all the people that keep showing up on these posters. And that's Alcord and Dabney. It's an Alcord and Dabney game and stuff like that. It keeps popping up.
Alcord and Daphne. That's good to know. Maybe we'll tuck that away for when we visit, if we visit the Kurt's arcade.
Yeah. Ashley, would you like to do anything?
I I've got 2 points on notice, so why don't I look, since Dusty's already got the video game area, how about I look on like the other side of the room?
Okay. The mini golf maybe might do something. And I say just 1 point is good. You don't need to spend 2. 1 point usually is pretty good. 2 is like, I might allude that there's more to learn if you spend
Okay.
2, if you should spend 2. But the mini golf thing is interesting because one of the months, and it's the most current month, is Crazy Kurt's mini golf and arcade. And looking at it, you can see. Well, no, I don't know if you'd get that from a calendar. It says the date that the picture was taken, at least on it, and it was about like 6 years ago. You know, I guess just as kids in the neighborhood, none of you have really been to Crazy Kurt's because it closed down about 6 years ago. So you were too young to go there when it was open. So none of you really went there. So you don't really have any memories or attachments to it. The only person that you might know that had gone to it, and you're going to have to confirm this with Lee, is Lee's brother Hank.
Hate that guy.
Yeah, he's a fucking nerd. But yeah, so that's what it's interesting that Crazy Kurt's Mini Golf and Arcade shows up as a famous one on here.
Okay, can I, you said it's a calendar or a picture? It's a picture, right?
It's a calendar. It's one of those just 12-month calendars, and each month there's a different picture of a different mini golf place that's like really entertaining and stuff. And just the current month is Crazy Kurt's Mini Golf. And you see like a cool shot that's like you can kind of see all 18 holes because it's like on a kind of a mountain thing, like a play, like they made a fake little toy mountain that they put all the holes on because it's mini golf. So, but yeah, you go along this trail up a mountain to do all the holes.
Okay. All right. So I think that's all. That's all we see, right?
Yeah, I want to say that's probably all the pertinent information you can get from this clean bedroom.
Okay.
Still decent amount of money.
Okay.
We come back to Jesse, I guess. Are you guys going to try and make your escape now?
Oh yeah. Like
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Let's see. I want both of you to give me a sneaking general ability check. And I'm not going to tell you what score to hit.
I would like to do an intuition point where I see them coming to the window and I'm like trying to like be kind of weird so that Mr. Bankster like watches me like bicycle away.
Check out this cool new dance move I learned. Okay.
I'm practicing doing wheelies, but I'm like really bad at it. I'm just like trying to get attention.
That's the sickest shit I've ever seen. That kid's really cool. Holy crap. Yeah, if you're doing, what was that?
I'm doing points of intuition because I see them and I like know that they're sneaking. So I'm like, yeah.
I want to say maybe Lee gives you a thumbs up so that you have like a chain of because he was the lookout and everything. So intuition. Okay, so let's do Dusty and Ashley. No, actually, because let's do Jesse first because depending on how good you do, their skill check will be. I'll actually tell them what the score is if you actually do good here. I'm still not going to tell you what the score for your intuition check is, though. So go for it.
Okay. I'm spending 1, and I'm rolling.
Oh damn! You got a 6. Yeah, you're good.
Oh, okay.
Now,
I don't see my roll.
It's in the first chat room page. If you go to the word bubbles, that's where it shows up on the Roll20. But now, to be clear, 6 isn't a guaranteed success. Sometimes you might have to spend like 5 points to beat like 10 for a skill check if it's like a crazy skill check. It doesn't happen often, but like could happen. But this one you definitely succeeded. So with that, you're just being distracting, and Mark's just like, these kids, man, all these kids are into BMX biking nowadays, and it's insane. So for Dusty and Ashley to sneak out, your sneak check is 3 as well. So just like it was to get in, it is to get out.
I will do a 1 because I want to try to roll for it.
It's fair.
have enough. I'm just gonna go for 2.
Go for 2. So you auto succeed then, Dusty?
I think so.
Okay. And then Ashley, you're rolling. You can roll a real dice in real life too if you got them. It doesn't have to be digital.
I
but,
don't know where they are.
But if you know, do you know how to roll in Roll20? By the way, there's 2 ways to do it.
Yeah, I'm clicking on the die symbol.
There you go. Yeah, that's the easier way I do it. The other one is I think you can just press the dice that's next to the skill check. But there we go. It's 5. I was about to say it took a second to show up. I was like, it's nothing? How did you roll a 0? No, you totally got it. So you both get down the gutter, and Jessie's pulling some sick shit on her BMX bike. Mark just goes, these kids, I miss my son. And he slowly shuts the door, and you see him in the window go to sit down on the couch. And he cries. No, he just turns on the TV again. He's on the local news to see if anything pops up. Sad. But yeah, no. So you all made it out. You can reconvene in the street, like a couple doors down from his house, so that you don't look suspicious.
You mean more suspicious?
Yeah, that too. He's not looking.
So Mr. Bankster told me that Archie went with him to work at Crazy Kurt's arcade, where Mr. Bankster is doing renovation. And while everyone was there, Archie went missing.
There's a good chance maybe he wanted to go investigate some of those video games he had up on his wall, which is what Ashley and I saw. Maybe we should go to Crazy Kurt's and look for clues.
How far is Crazy Kurt's?
Also, what time of day is it?
I want to say it's now starting to get dark out. So tonight, you could still do stuff tonight, but it might not involve sneaking out. Or if it is, then you'd have to probably plan a little bit harder for it.
I have to be home at 7.
Yeah. I was like, it's going to be dinner time. I'm hungry.
But there could still be, like, if you want to use the internet or whatever, you could do that. Like, as long as you're in a house, you can do more stuff. Or you could call it for today and meet up in the morning. It doesn't have to be solved tonight.
If, Jesse, do you think what's your mom making for dinner?
Friday is spaghetti night.
Oh. Do you think she makes extra spaghetti for us?
If you don't eat all the garlic bread.
What?
I
want this now.
All right,
Yeah.
let's go over to Jesse's house so we can use the internet for a while before
And not eat the garlic bread.
Yeah,
Alrighty. On your way to well, yeah, okay, so you have dinner at Jesse's, and even though Jesse's mom was not expecting company, she still is happy because, obviously it's nice that her daughter has friends and they're fun people and stuff. So
why do I have to eat outside, Jesse?
Yeah, well, yeah, you know what you did, Dusty.
The kid covered in dirt. Nah.
You either get the hose or you don't come inside. We'll just feed you. But yeah, after dinner, I want to say it's now like I want to say just like 7 or 7:30 or something. It's still kind of like dusk out, so you have time to look up stuff on the computer if you wanted, but your parents aren't mad at you for staying out too late yet. What was it? Yeah, that's what we're doing. So you're in. Jesse, I think you got your own computer in your own room. Like your parents were sick of you just hoarding the computer to look up stuff about the Backstreet Boys, so now they just relented and gave you your own, and that's why you have better research. But yeah, so you're all in Jesse's room just hanging out with the door open because parents. Because good parenting.
So we could look up the video game. What was it?
Alcord and Daphne were the characters.
Okay.
Or were you saying Alucard? Like the,
it was
Pennsylvania.
Alcord and Dabney, but yeah, you got it.
Dabney.
Would you like to spend anything in research for that?
I will spend 1 research point.
Let me see what I can tell you about them. Oh, I don't have a section for this, but I just know about these characters, so I'll just tell you about what you end up finding is that there are two decently famous video game developers named Alan Alcord and Ted Dabney. And you said you spent one research point?
Yeah.
They make a lot of video games. They've made a lot of video games in the past, like, almost a decade at this point. Some of them have been really big hits with people. And so, like, they've kind of got, like, there's like a web ring about their upcoming projects and all this stuff. Their upcoming projects haven't really been updated in like 2 years. But there's a couple of names that even if you aren't in the video games, you've heard people talk on the playground about. And you're like, oh yeah, no, I know that one. It's Elden Ring. That's crazy. But yeah, no. So that's what you learn about Alan Alcord and Ted Dabney using one research point.
I'm pretty much out of research at this point, so I'm just sitting back and watching.
You can still do research, you just don't get crazy. Yeah, you can have somebody else take the research when you want to know more about something.
I could use the second research point.
That's probably a good idea. So, one other thing you learn is that they were kicked out of school, university specifically. they're older people and stuff like that. They were kicked out of university about, I want to say, do I actually have it? Kicked out of university about 6 years ago for having some crazy ideas. They wanted to make the most immersive arcade experience ever created. And they were kind of ridiculed for their ideas on that stuff. And then they kind of went missing. Their video games would just kind of turn up, but nobody actually knows where they are.
That was really good musical timing.
Yeah, I was about to say dun, dun.
Can I use a point in town lore and look and try to get some good information about the arcade and mini golf place?
The Crazy Kurtz?
Yeah, Crazy Kurtz.
Yes, you can. Actually, yeah, town lore is a perfect thing for that. So, Crazy Kurtz Mini Golf and Arcade. How do you spell it?
How do I spell it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do KRAZZZY and CURTS. Just do Kurtz normal.
You close enough. You get like a Google recorrection. It's Crazy Kurtz, but both of them are spelled with a K. I thought you were going to do both of them with a C at first, but you kind of got the K crazy at first.
No, I wanted, because it's crazy, I wanted them to be different.
Yeah. That they're never going to be different, are they? So what you get, you said you have a town lore thing. You find Crazy Kurtz is like a mini golf and arcade that was around 6 years for around during the 80s, but then 6 years ago closed down because just everybody kind of stopped going there and stuff. What you learn about the place is that it has a few ghost stories circulating about it, and as recent as 3 months ago is when Bankster Real Estate bought it out to start renovating it. Let's see, what can you gave one thing of lore. I think that's what I will give you. I will also give you that the Bankster Real Estate managed to purchase it cheap because the previous owners let it foreclose.
Okay. Is it dinner time yet?
We already ate dinner.
Oh.
Second
Is it dessert time yet?
What about second then?
Lee, when you go home, you should ask your brother about it and see if he knows anything weird, and then you can tell us tomorrow.
Yeah, I can do that.
It's a good idea.
I'll go ahead and leave now then, since I gotta talk to him.
Sounds good. Would anyone else like to do anything else at Jesse's before we cut to Lee at home?
I grab a handful or two of spaghetti and put them down my pockets. When the mom's
Jesse, you
not
could have
looking.
we already made bags for you.
No, I'll take those too. I'll take those.
Yeah. For the dogs, right?
Yeah.
They don't like pocket spaghetti. They only like
Yeah,
regular
they don't.
spaghetti.
The pocket
They don't
spaghetti is
like
for
spaghetti
you.
with the spaghetti sauce. They only like buttered noodles.
They
like a
also
game we
only
call-
like Dusty when his pants are full of spaghetti.
It's
Otherwise,
a
they
game
get a
we
little bit too bitey and they start to give rabies. Alrighty, we'll cut to the Lee residence. Lee, you get in the door and immediately somebody throws a ball at your face.
Oh God. Can I use Actually, no. You know what? I'm just gonna let it hit me in the face.
It's like one of those dodgeball sounds. Sup, nerd? You have fun solving Scooby-Doo mysteries or some shit with your bullshit friends? You're gonna go read an encyclopedia later or whatever?
Ha ha ha! You're so funny.
It's not what your mom said last night. That's both our moms.
You're the same mom, genius.
Whatever.
Hey, what do you know about Crazy Kurtz?
What do you mean? What do you do? Why do you want to ask about that?
I wanted to know whether they've got one of these crazy Alicord and Dabney video games experiences there.
Oh shit, you know about Alcord and Dabney? I thought you're cooler than I thought. He sits up, he's been on the couch the whole time. And like you just see like his hand throwing up like a ball or whatever, and now he finally sits up and he's put his arm on the couch.
I think I should get a bonus cool point for him calling me cool.
Yeah, I'm fair with that. Yeah, yeah, and then you know what, Jesse, you also get a cool point for doing sick tricks outside of Bankster's house. But he's like, okay, cool. Why don't you come on over here? Just sit down. Crazy Kurtz, yeah, well, I used to go there as a kid. It was pretty fun. It was all right. The Crazy Kurt, he's the mascot. You know, he's like a big beaver wearing like a explorer outfit or whatever. He had the most haunting eyes. He always freaked me out, even as a kid. I don't know. Well, it's like you've been to Chuck E. Cheese's. They got the
Yes.
animatronic show or whatever. I mean, I'm sorry to ruin the magic for you if you were. Santa's also not real, but Easter Bunny is debatable. But you know, it's they had one of those, and it was called like the Crazy Kurtz Jamboree and stuff, and it was fun. But the arcades was why I went. You know, then they had those Dabney games. Yeah, the Alcord Dabney games. Those are fun. Those are in the arcade section upstairs. They were always swamped. Everybody always had to put their quarters in for it. So it was a long line. Real fights broke out over them. They were popular, you know.
Well, that sounds like fun. Which one was the most popular?
It's I gotta come up with a game name. What have I got here? It's they had one called Unextinct. That was pretty cool.
That sounds excellent.
You were like a dinosaur and you were running through like a mall eating people, and then it was like one of those kind of like a rail shooter.
Excellent. Thank you, Hank. You were so helpful.
Yeah, whatever. What's that on your shirt?
Dice.
It
'Cause-
just flicks your nose. Take -1, cool.
I scowl at him and walk away to plan my revenge.
If you're thinking about checking out Crazy Kurtz as you're walking over to bed, if you're thinking about checking out Crazy Kurtz, just know the place is fucking haunted.
It's haunted. That's what we heard.
Yeah,
Who's it haunted by? The
probably
beaver?
crazy. Probably beavers.
I leave the room, having thought that Hank was a little cooler than he was, and then being once again annoyed and hating him.
He's still Hank.
Yeah.
All right, it is the next day. How would you like to do the next day? Like, do you want to meet up or whatever?
Yeah, meet up back at Jesse's house, since that's where we last were hanging out, and give them all the lowdown on what I heard from Hank. And
it's Saturday, to be clear, by the way. So you're going to come over for breakfast.
Maybe get some leftover spaghetti.
It's leftover spaghetti.
Good, because my pants are dry.
Finally, it took all night. It was really cold last night, so it didn't really dry. In the woods. Yeah, after your breakfast spaghetti, you all meet up in Jesse's room again.
Just like, you guys want some of this?
You just suck the sauce off the noodles and put them back in your face.
These noodles are done.
I hate this.
Oops. All right. Ding dong.
Good morning.
Hello.
Are we heading over to Crazy Kurt?
Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
I'm ready to go check out and see what we can find about these weird video games. I have a feeling that Archie went there to go play them.
How far away is the arcade? Can we bicycle?
You can. It's a pretty far bike ride. If you wanted to get a parent to drive you, that would take some convincing because they would want to know why you went. So it's probably worth the distance.
Okay.
But yeah, you'd probably make like, if it's like 10 now, you would probably like to get there, do whatever you want to do and come back would probably take like the whole day to do it. You'd still have some time at night to do any other reconnaissance you want to do, but like this would be a whole day affair if you were to do this.
Yeah, that sounds good. We can pack granola bars and crackers.
I was gonna say
And
we
water.
should bring snacks.
Get some
Did you
Capri Suns.
bring snacks? My mom
Yeah,
was
I got some
gonna
high
start-
C. What Arctic no, hold on.
Ecto Cooler?
Ecto Cooler, thank you.
Yeah.
Teddy Grams?
Oh god.
Mm.
Those are good snacks.
I remember those.
Dunkaroos.
Dunkaroos. Yeah, before they stop making them.
R.I.P. Rip in peace.
Some Altoid sours, tangerine
Oh, nice.
sours.
Did you just Google like discontinued snacks?
These are all. This is all in her head.
No, these live rent free.
They're actually like legitimately things I miss having.
All right.
So, I want to say you pack up any snacks that and stuff that you want. You all have backpacks. You get on your bikes. You bring your trapper keepers in your backpacks because you gotta. And you bike the I want to say hour and a half it takes to get to Crazy Kurt's. It's on the outside of town, so you go through like kind of a foresty streets, highway streets and stuff like that to get there and everything. And it's like this old. It's still mostly intact. There's some scaffolding on the outside because they're renovating it and stuff. But the old logo's still on the building. Still, like they didn't take down the big like front signage or anything like that. It's this 2-story building that's like the size of like a grocery store or something like that. And then there's a giant, unmistakable mountain in the back of it. That's the mini golf portion of the thing. So it's in the back area of it. But the building itself is where like all the arcades and stuff would be. And yeah, you see it from the outside. You don't get too close because you do notice that there are what looks like security guards, but not renovators.
Interesting. What would they need to be guarding?
What is their like shirt or hat saying? Is it just say security?
It just says like some company security, like nothing out of the ordinary. It's not like they're like FBI agents or anything. They're like hired hands to just watch the premises to see if anybody's gonna break in or anything like that.
Are they armed?
Probably. I mean, maybe, but it might just be like a stun gun. Like they're not. They're like mall cops essentially, like rent to hire mall cop kind of guys.
Brendan, what are you doing to your glass?
I'm thinking. This
is my thinking glass.
My Capri Sun.
If you'd like, you can get close and maybe listen to a conversation, or you can just outright come up to them and ask them. Or you can sneak around them. Whatever you want to do. The world's your oyster. I'm not going to tell you.
There's just 2 guards, or how many?
From what you see, there's 2 guards out the main entrance.
I mean, I could hit them both with a rock and run, and you guys can sneak in if you want. Pretty fast.
Is the rock your dried spaghetti ball?
It's the one meatball, yeah, they left outside.
Meatball.
Gross.
It's your guys' idea.
Which is why they'll chase him. It's super gross.
I think we should just sneak. Like, if they're just at the front entrance, we could just try to go around.
Yep, let's give that a shot first, at least. If we need a distraction, we know what to do.
That makes sense. So, if you're going to sneak, who wants to sneak? Not everybody has to go all at once or anything like that. But if you all want to stick together and stuff, you'd all have to give me a sneaking roll. But who's in for this? In for a penny, in for a pound.
I'm sneaking.
Yeah, I'll sneak.
Sounds good.
I think I snuck last time, so I'll stay back and kind of like keep an eye out.
It's fine. You could do that. And then Dusty, what are you doing?
I'm also hanging back.
Hanging back. Okay, so the 2 sneakers, I will not tell you what the goal you have to hit is. But yeah. If you can give me a sneaking roll.
6. Wow.
Damn, you're doing great. Yeah, you got 2 6s in a row. Jeez.
Much better than my 1.
You got a 1?
I got a nice fat 1. Thanks, guys.
So you're sneaking through like the bushes that are kind of on the outside of the thing, and Lee, you step on a stick. Jesse, you kind of like get to cover, whereas like one of the security guards starts to kind of walk over towards the bush. What was that noise?
Is there anything I can take cover behind besides the bush?
You might have to roll another sneaking. Throw down. Time to fight. Let's fight this grown ass man with a stun gun.
See, I got a 6 that time for sneaking again.
Okay, so you like basically stay as still as humanly possible. He's getting closer. He puts his hand on a stun gun with bad trigger discipline. He looks over the bush, and then like from the bush, like a bird flies out of it, and he just goes, whatever. But he's actually now away from the entrance a little bit for Dusty and Ashley, but the other guy is still kind of hanging out there. He's like, what, is it just a bird again? They got those over here, man. It's the Midwest. Birds everywhere. He's like, hey, fuck you. He said a bad word. Tell his mom he's done.
He's gonna be on timeout.
He's going to jail. With Ashley and Dusty, you're back. I want to say because they're now kind of talking to each other. If you like, you can use some sort of skill to listen in on them. Only if you want to, though. It doesn't have to be a general ability. It could be a academic or interpersonal.
I can use one of my notice skill points.
Probably a good idea.
Spell one, yeah.
You hear guard A. So guard A is the one that didn't move, and guard B is the one that went to check out the information. He was like, "Whoa, was it a ghost?" And guard B's just like, fuck you, stop that. There is some weird shit going on here, though. It's been weird. Did you hear all the shit that they're potty mouths? They're so bad at this. Did you hear all the shit that the renovators talked about? The weird stuff, the weird stories. And he's like, Yeah, I mean, I heard it, but are you serious? There's no way. And stuff like that. Yeah, well, I don't know, man. I check out the inside sometimes, make sure no kids get in there and stuff, but there's no way I'm hanging out here at night. Like, if I'm not, I wouldn't come here at night at all. This place is fucking creeping me out, you know? It's like, oh, what? Did like the skee ball thing try to kill you or something like that? What's going on? It's like, well, I was walking around and I swear to God, that crazy Kirk thing, the beaver, whatever the fuck that thing is, it's not always in the same spot. Like I will turn my head and that thing will be in a completely different area. It's fucked, man. I don't like going in there. I'm thinking about just trying to get a different assignment, you know. And he's like, oh, okay, whatever. They kind of rip each other for a little bit, but he now meets up back with they're both met up in the front, talking to each other. They are a little distracted as they're kind of conversing about that, though.
So that's creepy.
Yeah.
Beaver statue.
Yeah, it's given 5 nights.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if they're not watching this area, I guess we can continue forward to try to make our way in.
Jesse still can keep going. Yeah. See if you can spot that beaver statue, maybe.
You keep walking, like you're getting through the bushes and everything like that, and you turn a corner, and there are 2 other kids in front of you, and you both meet eyes because you're both sneaking. And they just look at you, and you look at them, and they look at you. Just.
Do I recognize them from school?
You do. One of them's name is Graham. He's in kind of the same grade as you and everything. He's kind of known as like a little junior detective as well. They started their own little club.
Rivals.
Yeah. And then with them, they have one of their friends that you don't really know that well. What the fuck are you doing here?
Potty mouth.
Shut up.
I'm here
We weren't
looking...
here, and if you say anything, we'll tell your mom.
Well, we weren't here, and if you say anything, we'll tell your mom.
Who are you looking for? Or, I mean, what are you doing here?
He like looks above the bush and sees the 2 guys. Okay, we're investigating the ghost stories that we've been hearing about this place.
Oh, we're investigating Archie's gone missing.
The Bankster kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I heard a little bit about that too.
Do you think the ghost took him?
That's what he's saying. He points to his friend. His friend just goes, but I think it's something different than that.
Well, what do you think it is?
I don't know. I think there's just like secret rooms in this place. Maybe he got lost.
Have you been looking around here for a while?
No, we couldn't get inside yet. We were thinking about coming back at night. But we got spooked out because we were trying to get in through one of the doors, and we swear we like heard like a kid wailing inside, but like we just like, you know, I thought maybe it was one of the security guards or something, so we didn't go any further than that. And then you see his friend just go, yeah, because you screamed, just like, shut up.
Okay, so the ghosts are definitely torturing Archie.
Oh my god. I don't know if it's that extreme. I swear he's just like somewhere in the house.
Kid would jump to that conclusion.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Ghosts love ring pops. That's a ton.
Yes, a ton. Yeah, he's really popular
only
with
the
the
watermelon ring pop, right?
Yeah.
I want a ring pop so bad now. Thanks, Brennan.
Maybe we can, since we're not with you guys, maybe we can coordinate a time to come back with Graham and his friend. And
you did hear, yeah, I was about to say, you did hear the 2 talking about how they wouldn't come back at night. So you would know that at least, but the other, like, separate from the no metagaming or whatever. But yeah, you have both reasons for maybe wanting to come back at night. But yeah, during the day, it's just not really that active, it seems like. We kind of scoured the outside of the place and just not terribly much going on. We heard that wailing for a second, but like that's about it. I heard at night some crazy stuff happens. Yeah, we're gonna try and come back if my mom will let us out. We gotta sneak out first.
If she opens our cages at night, we'll have to wander.
What time are you guys gonna try to be back here?
I think just after sundown. I don't know when the sun goes down right now, but like 9-ish, I guess.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
we'll
this
probably
is a
come
big
back.
place. We should probably meet up.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, who are you guys again?
I'm
Trapper
Jesse.
keepers, come on.
Oh,
Trapper.
yeah.
Oh, I heard about you. The Tamagotchi guys, right?
We solved a real mystery.
Sure did. Was it a raccoon?
We've got street cred. What about you?
Well, I mean, we saw there was a ghost house on Halloween. That's not important. You know the rumors about the ghost house. Whatever.
If it wasn't a mini manse, then I don't know if it's that important.
It's a baby manse.
Baby manse.
That was wasn't that your brother? Didn't your brother do that? Lee, actually, that was your brother. You guys technically played a side story of Cracked and Crooked Manse, but
Yes.
the in-canon version was a different group of kids did it, but your brother was involved with it.
Yep.
Your brother was the slime guy. And are you wait? But you guys are also friends with Dusty Big Butt Kepler, aren't you?
Oh yes, he's on our crew.
Ah,
He's
that's
helpful.
funny. Yeah, good times. Well, okay, yeah, we'll try and meet up with you again here at 9.
Okay.
All right.
Bring flashlights. See you later.
Yeah, of course. What do you think we are, unprofessionals? And then they just kind of go the other way through the bushes.
I guess we should probably go back and let
Yeah.
Ashley and Dusty know.
Yeah.
All right.
You don't have to roll sneak again. I think you got it and stuff.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, so everyone go home for dinner and we'll sneak out after dinner.
Now, what you could do is you could probably look up more stuff about Crazy Kurtz to get prepared for it. There might be things that you can look up that might help you in that preparation.
Where from though?
The internet. It's always going to be no, it's not going to be a library. What are you kidding, Dave? Yeah,
Well,
sorry.
it could be a library because we could go look up the what are those with the films you put in the machine with the newspapers?
Microfiche.
Oh,
That's it.
is this place important enough for something like that?
Well, they'd have old news articles and stuff. Why not? It's a
They
local.
might. Yeah, they might have
Yeah.
something you can do there. I could probably make that work.
Come on,
yeah.
Dave. Come up with content faster.
Yeah. There's definitely something you can get there.
And
if you were to
we should look up 6 years ago to see if there's any stuff in the news.
Yeah. All right.
to the library.
To the library.
What was it called again? I have it in here, I'm sure. Samson Strongbooks Public Library. It's thankfully close. Like, you can get there or faster than the hour and a half it took you to get to Crazy Kurtz. It takes maybe 30 minutes to get there from here. You get to the Sunken Inn Library. There's computers to use. There's the things you said, the microfiche or whatever it's called. You can look up information about the town, whatever you want to do.
All right. I'm going to use my town lore point again to do some looking into information about, what the, if there's any, like, information about the building itself, like how it was designed, how it was laid out, what the inside was like.
Here is what I will give you. I'm going to do it on the Discord. I just found the memes that you guys put. The very first thing you easily find is where did I put it? It's this one. That's the one. This one. This one. This one. You find floor plans
Excellent.
of the interior, not the mini golf outside, but
That's fine. That we could see from outside.
yes. So in the Discord for Bubblegumshoe, I've put the map up for the first and second floor of the interior.
Where did the other kids say they heard the wailing?
They just said they heard it from the outside, so they didn't
Okay.
really specify.
Okay. I'm gonna use a gossip point to talk to the librarian, and I'm gonna say, like, oh, I've been getting really into video games lately, and I heard that those two guys went missing. Do you know anything?
Oh, you mean Dabney and Alport? Or what did I say their names? Did I just make up two names right there? No, Alcord. I was close. Ted Dabney and Alan Alcord. Yeah, they invented crazy, like, really popular games like Pickman and Super Lario Brothers.
Yeah. I mean, I heard all of that, but I'm asking for, like, the juicy details. So, like, what's the rumor mill say?
Like the fact that they went missing because they were kicked out of university 6 years ago for trying to create the most immersive video game ever created.
Is that the whole story?
I mean, that's what I know. I think, you know what I heard? You might want to confirm this on the internet, but I heard they have a secret development studio somewhere in the neighborhood. And they're still to this day working on the most immersive video game experience ever created.
Oh, interesting. Cool.
Cool. Let me see if I got anything else for you, actually, because there might be something. Oh! Did you mention Crazy Kurt's arcade at all?
No.
To her? Okay.
I was just asking about the video game.
Yeah. Yeah, they haven't really made anything since the 80s, though. Like, they've been kind of a little quiet lately, but I think they've just been riding out the money train from all those games they published in their secrecy.
I'm just like enamored with this like layout of this building that you made, Dave.
You'll never believe it. It's based on a real place from my childhood. And the funniest thing is, I went there 2 or 3 years ago when I thought I was going to run this, and when I was in town at one point, and I took pictures. They don't have an interior layout online of their floor plan, so I based that on memory and the pictures I took, and I got really close.
Nice.
But yeah, so that's why that place is pretty well laid out. It's because it's kind of a real place. Who else would like to do? Oh, so you got the floor plans. Those floor plans are they have the Bankster real estate like logo on them and everything like that. And yeah, who else would like to do something?
Floor plans is definitely why I wanted to come here, so I achieved my goal.
How many points did you spend on that?
Just one town lore.
I'm gonna give you a little bit more than that then, because floor plans is very much like okay, well, I'm planning, I want to know the layout, I'll give you that. So getting a little deeper, you kind of look into who owned the building and all that stuff, because okay, Bankster Real Estate owned it, but they've only owned it for 3 months. They bought it off of the previous owner who let it foreclose, who was the previous owner. You find out Ted Dabney and Alan Alcord are the previous owners. They bought it 6 years ago, and they let it foreclose.
Interesting. Wait, didn't it close 6 years ago? So they bought it after it closed?
They bought it after it closed, yeah.
Huh.
For the cheap.
They bought it after it closed, but then they let it foreclose. Very strange.
The music is so intense right now. The mystery.
Okay, I don't have anything else to do. I'm just gonna tell Dusty and Lee and Ashley what I found, or what the librarian told me. There might be a secret development studio. Do you think that they need a child's brain to test their video games on, because they're obviously much better than old people brains, and that's why they kidnapped Archie?
Fucking dark.
But why would they do that after letting it foreclose and after it sold? They had 6 years to get children brains.
It's a long time.
Oh my god. This is a child's adventure game.
morbid.
No, I don't blame you. That would absolutely be.
Can I mean, we're still in the library, right? Can I
Yeah.
see if there's any books on the space that the building is sitting on? Like maybe it's a
Land or
Native American burial ground, you know?
It's
Taken
haunted.
from any specific movie in the past, you know?
Here's what you do find. Go to the Discord. You find an old book about like famous mini golf places in the United States, and you manage to find one that is about the Crazy Chris arcade and stuff. And it's just like a historical, like, here's how it was, here's when it was built, who built it, and all that stuff. That's not as important as this.
Oh.
That's it.
All the party rooms? Food stalls?
Turns out these blueprints are from when the place was built back in the early 80s, whereas the one that Lee found were the blueprints from the most recent renovations is what they could find. Someone at some point changed the blueprints in the records. There's like a whole wing that's just missing from the most recent blueprint. And it's like, you'd probably notice that from the outside if you were like to measure the building. There's like a whole part of the building that you're like, wait, this isn't in, like the measurements don't line up. There's like a whole part of this building that's missing. Like on the inside, it feels like.
That's the ghost hangout.
The ghost hangout.
Yeah, very interesting. Some janitor's closet upstairs.
Storage room downstairs.
Yeah, lots of storage rooms, kitchen, extra party rooms.
A lot of place to put
And a
kids'
break
brains.
room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was hoping somebody caught the joke that they removed the break room.
Back to work.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
And the
also-
janitor closet.
What does that say? Maintenance in the center?
Yeah, that's behind the stage show.
Yeah. All right. Well, all kinds of suspicious stuff going on there.
Mhm.
You sense in the air that if you needed to talk to Warhead, he would be close by.
We can smell the sour line in the
Yeah, you
library.
can smell it.
God, no.
What is that, the black cherry with Warhead?
I pull some out of our sack pack.
You
I
just
pull some
jingle
warheads.
it?
Yeah, I just like you hear.
You're in the middle of you're in the middle of a bunch of rows of books, and you just jingle it, and you just see a hand come out through one of the aisles on the other side. What do you want to know? I'm gonna just tell you right now, if you ever need to get a hold of Warhead, this is pretty much what you do. he's just kind of mysteriously around all the time. What would you like to know, Ashley Black?
What do you know about these two different blueprints of the Closeound Crazy Kurtz?
Ah, yes. I heard rumors about this. The renovators at Bankster, what is that, Bankster? Yeah, Bankster Real Estate. I've been looking into it ever since you brought it up, and I heard rumors from the renovators. They were saying that the blueprints weren't matching up with what they were seeing. And it was really frustrating them. The whole renovation project, in fact, is paused for the moment in the absence of Mr. Bankster's son.
Dun, dun, dun.
Is there did you find out why they're not matching up?
It looks like at some point somebody changed the blueprints for some nefarious purpose, maybe to keep a secret.
A supernatural secret?
No? I don't want to think about ghosts. It's freaking me out, man. I'm not going to be a sleep tonight.
warhead to distract him.
All right, I'll give him another one.
Oh my god, is this strawberry? That's the sourest one. No, it's so good.
What do you know about them closing it down?
About Crazy Kurt's closing down?
Yeah.
It closed down because it just ran out of popularity and couldn't make the money anymore. Somebody bought it about like a couple years after it went down and didn't seem to do anything with it when they bought it.
Sorry, I'm not listening anymore. I see a dog.
Oh, out of here!
Get out of here!
Whatever number you are, get out!
Oh, where's the puppy? Where's the puppy? Somebody brought their dog in the library and completely derails the entire investigation. 30 minutes go by. Okay, what do you want?
It goes after Dusty's like dried ass spaghetti.
Get out of my pockets! These are mine.
Does anybody else want to ask anything?
I feel like we just should go to the arcade and look around, but maybe we don't have enough information yet.
I will let you know one thing. I did, speaking of supernatural things, I did look into the ghost stories.
Ah.
You might be able to look more information up to see the clarity of these online. However, I can tell you the biggest ones that I heard is that Crazy Kurt, the mascot, doesn't always stay in the same place.
Oh, yeah.
Spooky. I'm freaking myself out. Hang on, give me another warhead. We're gonna get through this together.
I give him the which one did you say? The lime one?
The lime, oh god. Oh jeez. I heard that if you play the Unextinct arcade game and get to a certain level and input a certain code, you get a secret message.
The which arcade game? The Extinct arcade game?
Unextinct.
Yeah.
Unextinct.
Arcade game.
Do you know what the secret code is?
I don't know what the code is, but you might be able to look it up online. There's a web ring about all the ghost stories.
I'll find it.
There's also a rumor that the skee ball machine is haunted and will never let you get a high-scoring shot. That's all I want to talk about right now, but you might be able to find more online.
Okay.
I'm freaking out. I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight. The music is like really high.
I give him a couple of warheads for the road, so to help him sleep at night.
Thank you. And he disappears like a ghost. You look through the books to see if he's there, and he's just not. But then you look like towards the door, and you see him like looking directly at you as he walks up.
Okay, I'm gonna use computer points to look up the Unextinct secret code. I'm gonna use 3 computer points.
I think that's good. Yeah. So you find the web ring that Warhead was talking about ghost stories. And let's go to where did I look? There we go. So here's what you find. You find like a list of just ghost stories and like people that write creepypasta about the ghost stories and everything like that. It's hard to tell. These might not be 100% factual. They might be advanced or like exaggerated for internet clarity points or whatever. But the ones you do find are, yes, the beaver mascot mysteriously appears in different places around the premises. You find the code that you're supposed to type into the Unextinct arcade machine. I'm not going to make up a code, just you have it. So if you want to use it, you can do it. There's a rumor that something bad happens on the mini golf course if you do something on it, but nobody knows how to activate it or what it is. It's just like this spooky rumor and everything like that. The skee ball machine I mentioned it seems to be haunted and never lets you get a high scoring shot. The doors don't seem to always lead where they should. Ooh. And the Crazy Kurt's Jamboree Band will play at midnight even without power. Now, you said you used 3 computer points on that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to give you a little bit more information. You might want to write these down because it's going to be a lot of information all at once. So, the animatronic mascot of the beaver named Crazy Kurt mysteriously appearing in different places around the premises is 3 months old. That rumor is 3 months old. The rumor has it that something bad happens in the mini golf course and nobody is sure how to activate it or what it is. That is a year old. The Unextinct Arcade rumor about like typing in a certain code at a certain level, that one is only 2 weeks old. Skee Ball Machine being haunted is 3 months old. Things don't always lead where they should is 1 year old. Crazy Kurt's Jamboree Band will play at midnight even without the thing is 1 year old. There can also be a wailing heard from the boys' bathroom, and that's only 2 weeks old. I can actually probably just copy and paste this. Let's just make it easy for y'all. Just make sure there's nothing spoiler in there. Oh, I on the fly changed the name of this game. It used to be the Simpsons arcade machine. There we go. I just put it in the Discord and made it easy, and it tells you the dates that the rumors are at the end.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay. I have to go home and be totally normal so my mom doesn't suspect me of sneaking out after dinner.
Mischief. I don't know if the music got louder. I just saw you.
It might have just been the song that
It might have, yeah, it just might have been that song. So are you all breaking up for now to go sneak out later?
Yeah, I think we need to head back to keep the parents unaware.
Yeah. I'm going to say that's enough preparation to, you don't have to roll to sneak out. Mostly because I don't know how the fuck we'd continue this scenario if you couldn't. I guess you could, like, help break your friend out, but that's, like, a whole thing. Like, I don't know if we need to go into. But, like, I want to say, like, 8 o'clock rolls around and you all manage to sneak out of your houses. And it's, like, the time that, well, Dusty, I guess you don't really... You just kind of walk out of the woods.
Yeah, I'm just like, hey guys.
But do you just meet up out front of Crazy Kurt's?
Yeah, I think so.
So it's a 9:30 by the time you get there. So it's dark. There are no guards. You do not see Graham and his friend. You are under the impression he could not sneak out.
But we don't see any security guards?
No security guards.
We don't hear anything?
And you don't hear anything but the night air on a silent old building that used to be full of fun and play but is now full of terror and dread.
Alright, well. Let's go up to the front door.
Yeah, let's poke around.
Alrighty, you go up to the front door and it is open.
Oh.
No resistance at all.
Convenient.
You open the door and what you see inside is this gigantic, the main entrance room is like, you can see both floors. Like you can see the stairs that lead up to the second floor and there's like windows and stuff in a balcony that shows like a bunch of arcade games. You walk in, there's like a double staircase almost right exactly when you walk in and like a fun trail in the carpet that leads to it. In between the two stairs is a DDR machine. They seemingly did not remove any of the arcade stuff yet. It's almost like 3 months ago when this place was bought, so much stuff kind of stalled construction that they didn't get much done. So there's like some scaffolding up and everything like that, but for the most part, the place kind of seems like how it was when it was shut down like 6 years ago. All the stuff is there. All the machines are a little broken in some ways, but some of them still work. There's still seemingly power running to the place, but that might be because the renovation actually turned the power on to the building, whereas it was maybe down for a while and stuff like that. But yeah, you see 3 really popular arcade machines. None of them seem to be any of the Dabney and Alcord ones that are right in the front. There's a prize booth to your left, and all the prizes seem to have been raided at some point, so it's pretty empty at this point. There's still like a couple sticky hands, but they're so old they don't stick anymore.
Lame.
And like you might be able to find something in there if you want, but you'd have to like roll for it or something. There is a legit, just like broken down, like small Ferris wheel next to the prize booth. It's only got like 4 little things, and it only goes in like it's tiny, but it's there. There's a security booth to your right with the bathrooms and everything, lockers. And because you know about this, the weird like issue with the building being like cut off at a certain point, you look to where the break room door would be because you'd probably be able to see that from here, and it seems to be completely paved over in a way that it looks like it never existed at all. And that's what you see. It's empty for now. And you look over to your left, right next to the prize booth. There's Crazy Kurt. He's just there.
Yeah. Hey,
Being a
Mr.
beaver. Yeah, he doesn't move or anything. He's just like a statue, and he's just like,
For now.
happy.
Yeah, it does
Yeah,
good for
he's
now.
just hanging out. You don't
Is
know
he-
if that's where he's always supposed to be, or if that's just where he picked for now based on the ghost stories, but that's where he is, just right next to the entrance.
Is it a big statue?
Yeah, it's a pretty big statue. It's taller
Okay.
than you guys.
So we couldn't carry it.
All right.
We all have flashlights, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was going to be an image file. I think that's an image file if you click it. Maybe not. You might have to save it. It's stupid Apple, but yeah, there's a picture of what Crazy Kurt looks like. Except he's not missing his arm. He has both arms intact.
I'll add to photos.
Gotta do all the stupid bullshit to get this dumb picture.
I want to look for the Unextinct video game.
That, you would think, would be on the second floor, because that's where all the arcade stuff is.
Yeah.
But you should probably all convene on how you want to tackle this whole building.
Beaver. Okay.
I think it's actually a woodchuck, but this.
But it looks like that. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Can I just try high-fiving its hand to see if anything happens?
Nothing happens. You do it. You leave a weird, dirty handprint because you're a dirty boy. It's like a little bit of spaghetti.
Oh God.
Okay.
Maybe do we want to start in the security office? Maybe see if the cameras are still working.
Ooh, I like this idea.
Sounds like a good plan. I'm crazy about fun, says the mascot.
That's not creepy at all.
No.
Is it crazy that I also got scared by Dave just now?
Its eyes like lit up for a second as it said that, and then they just kind of like fade out to nothing. But he doesn't move at all. That's it. It's just like an old radio-esque kind of voice as that happens. Was it motion censored? Nothing. But yeah, you can walk up to the security door. It seems locked, however, there's a big window kind of leading to it. It is unshattered at the moment.
Is it locked, this window?
The window is not one that can be opened. It's one of those just kind of inset windows.
Sounds like it's time for meatball.
Dave said it's
Somebody say
uncharted
meatball?
right now.
It's a waste of a good meatball. My mom made those.
That's true. I look around on the ground and find a hammer that the renovators left.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, no, I'll allow that.
And I look at the window and look at my hammer and look at my Trapper Keeper friends, and they say, "Go for it." Okay. I swing the hammer
Swing
at
away.
the window. But I don't throw it. I just kind of try to hit it really hard.
I want to say you
Watching
crack it
this.
enough that like a big shatter goes through it, but it also just makes a big enough hole that you can probably like reach around and open the door. It doesn't completely shatter and fall down or anything, but you like knock a hole into it that's pretty decently big.
So be careful.
You're in the security room. The security room is it's not necessarily like full of like, security cameras or anything like that. It's more like kind of like a detention area for bad kids. And it has some like documents and stuff about like, troublemakers or whatever, and like
Kid
just
jail.
maintenance things in general. It does have a couple security cameras, but like it's not like an extensive, like you can't see everywhere in the building. They're not currently working, but there is like an archive.
on VHS.
Yeah.
And is there power still inside?
Yeah, it works. You can see red lights are kind of on and stuff.
Are
Again, must be from the renovators. That's not spooky that the power's on. It's like, it makes sense why it would be on.
Are the VHS tapes labeled with dates?
Yeah.
So can we look for the one that would be when Archie would have been abducted by ghosts?
Ooh, yeah, you can. You see, let's see. How do I do this? Because I wasn't expecting this, but we're gonna make it happen. So you would see Archie. He'd be playing some of the arcade games and stuff like that. He seems to like really freak out at one point at the arcades, like in a good way. Like, yeah, I did it. And you see like his dad kind of like tell him to get moving because the renovators are trying to do stuff and everything. Archie then like kind of hangs out for a little bit. He's a bigger kid, by the way. I've never really described what Archie looks like, but yeah, for like a 6-year-old, he's kind of like huge. like he's a very wide, very tall boy that's like got like a chiseled chin and everything like that. The kid's just massive and everything like that. But like, yeah, he's playing arcade games for a little bit. He sees something interesting on one of them that's upstairs and everything. You see him just kind of hanging out in the jungle gym for a little bit. And you see him go out to the out the back door to the mini golf place. You see him come back inside after like doing something outside. There's no security cameras outside, and there should be, but there just isn't. He comes back inside, and then he goes into the jungle gym, and then that's the last you ever see him.
Jungle gym.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay. So the jungle gym itself, and there's a storage room in there.
Mm-hmm.
Is that is the red square that is on the back wall, is that a door or a window?
All the red squares are doors.
All doors. Cool. All right. Well,
Should we make our way to the jungle gym area?
I think so.
I'm still keeping an eye out for the unextinct video game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense. Okay, so for now you're staying on the first floor, or would you like to split up?
I do not want to split up.
Smart. I was gonna say, you guys probably did bring walkie-talkies. You're kind of used to this now, and you're prepared to come here and everything. So if you did want to split up, you could walkie-talkie. It's not like you're completely cut off from each other. Yes. So how would you like to get there? I'm looking at the map right now. There's a couple ways you can get to the jungle gym.
I kind of want to like meander through the tables and stuff because I'm still looking for more clues.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you want to go through like the party room, essentially, like where all the tables and the stage show and all that stuff is.
Yeah.
Because you could go up through the game room where the skee ball and all that stuff is.
Oh no, I want to go through the games, through the game room because I want to look at the video games.
That makes sense. It's a good idea. Is everyone going the same way?
Yeah. Yeah,
Sounds
definitely don't
good.
want to go near the stage until absolutely need to.
Why? It's not like Crazy Kurt's there.
Yeah, but
Beck,
he will
where
be
is
if we
he?
go in that room. I know it.
Yeah, he's not also where he was at the main entrance anymore either. When you leave the security room, he's just... Nope.
Great.
Perfect.
Interesting.
Good to know. That's confirmed.
You go into the game area, I guess you can call it. There's two doors. Which one do you pick? Do you pick the big one that's normal that's like a double door normal, or do you pick the cool kid door that's smaller than usual?
No, the regular door. I'm not going to ruin my cool by going through some little kid door.
I'm not a child anymore, okay?
I'm
Yeah.
basically a teenager. Like, I'm not gonna go through the little kid door.
I'm already halfway through the little kid door when they.
Yeah. You can't get the other half through because you're big butt, right?
Someone give me a push.
To be fair, your butt isn't big anymore. It was big because of an allergic reaction a plant gave you or something. I can't remember exactly what it was.
I'll give you a little nudge with my foot.
Ooh, thank you.
You are in the game area. You still don't see Crazy Kurt anywhere. In the front of the room is like It's a lot of games that you would win tickets for the prize booth. So none of these are really arcade games. These are more like the basketball game and the one where you throw balls at a clown and like the bozo buckets kind of thing, and the skee ball obviously, and that you did hear a rumor about. But towards the back there's like little kid rides, like the kind that you'd see at malls where they just kind of go like this, like the rocking horse kind of things and everything like that. And then you see like a couple photo booths for fun souvenirs and everything. But yeah, this is the area full of like games of skill for tickets kind of deal. And
Curious about the rumor he gave us about the skee ball. Since this is a dilapidated place, can I walk onto the skee ball machine with the skee ball and dunk it in the topmost high point? See what happens.
You sure can. So, would you like to investigate the skee ball machine first before you do that, or are you just going to raw dog it?
I don't know if I have any like investigation type points.
Let's see.
I have a performance point.
You could use that to do this, I guess.
Intuition? No.
Intuition actually might work here. Wait, is intuition... Is that intimidation you're looking at? Where's it? No. Oh, intuition's a roll ability. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Yeah, you can roll for that. See what you can figure out from looking at this. Because you have something... You kind of have a reason to look at this thing, so it's not like it's completely like random to look at this thing. So you can use your intuition to kind of like investigate a little bit further.
So do I drop down my pool to, like, say if I spent 2 points, I drop up to 6 and then just hit the roll button?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. That's
oh yeah, you haven't actually rolled yet because you just used enough points to like auto succeed on him. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's enough. So you're looking at the skee ball machine. You do notice that it's made by Alcord and Dabney, like their logo that you've seen around is part of the people who made these machines. And yeah, would you like to do the thing you said where you just get up and dunk?
Yeah.
Okay, you get up and you dunk it in, and then it goes like dur dur dur, and it shoots it out right at your face. Cheaters never win.
I do the same thing, but with the lowest scoring button to see if it can tell I'm cheating or not.
It just goes dum, 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 and it's fine with that.
Huh. What do you guys think?
I don't know if it's haunted. It might just be broken.
Yeah, when they're broken, they just shoot the balls out at the kids.
Why not?
That'll show them. Fuck those kids.
Do you think maybe it knows you're cheating because there's like sensors in the alley part of it?
But then I would have imagined the lower scoring bucket would also spit out. If that
maybe
were the
cheater mode is only enabled on the high score.
I put my hand, raw dog, into the high score point bucket.
It shoots it like so forcefully that it shoots your hand out and you accidentally punch yourself in the face.
You were hit me earlier.
Yeah, I want to say you take 2 cool damage.
No, my cool
1 for the original offense and 2 for the second offense. And you hear that again. Cheaters never win.
Wait, so that's kind of what the rumor says, though, is that you can't get a high score. So maybe it always does that.
Cheaters never win. That didn't come from the skee ball machine.
Oh, where's it coming from?
You turn around, and standing in the doorway to the party room is just Crazy Kurt. Still in the same stance, but he's just there now.
Huh. Does he have wheels or anything under his feet?
No.
So it's legitimately terrifying.
We'd be an angel.
Unexplainable.
Yep, I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Could we ask the statue if it knows where Archie is?
It doesn't respond. It's now blocking the way into the stage show, too. Like, you can't get through that door because it's in the way. Weird spot for it.
Yeah, especially considering it wasn't there a minute ago.
Yeah,
that whole thing, too.
Until we tried to cheat.
Maybe try to put the ball in there again. Duck ahead of time, though.
You're talking, and then as you're talking, like, it's behind you, and you're trying to figure it out, and you actually see it, like, look down at Dusty.
Oh, Jesus! I don't want to do it, guys.
I wonder if Archie tried to cheat.
Where do cheaters go? Oh, it'd be in
jail.
security, wouldn't it?
Hell. Cheaters? I don't think cheaters go anywhere. It's not. They're not going to arrest somebody for cheating on a child's video game.
I was just thinking if it's like a ghost thing and they saw Archie.
Oh,
cheating,
where the ghosts
moved him
put
somewhere.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to flash my light on the beaver, but I'm not getting too close. I just want to look at it and see if it looks like it has wheels or hinges or anything.
It looks like it has hinges. Like it kind of looks like it's an animatronic that would normally be on the stage show, but it's not there.
It doesn't have any cords or anything, right?
Nope. It should probably. It's not like it's fully autonomous or anything.
Can I knock its knock on its belly to see if it's hollow or not?
It sounds kind of metallically hollow.
Archie, you in there?
It hasn't moved since you did that. Like it's still looking down at the original place you were standing, but it hasn't moved since then. Like it's not following you as you move around or anything.
Why did it look down at me?
It's not going to look up to you. It doesn't look up to cheaters.
Cheating.
You fucking cheated.
Oh, I thought it was because I was poor.
Oh my god.
Is this because I'm poor?
So we know that Archie went outside on his last day, so I want to open the outside door and ignore the haunted beaver for a sec.
Okay. You open the door, and it's a mini golf course that, again, is on like a big kind of mountain area. There's like 18 holes, as one would expect. I guess you could say plus a bonus hole, because it's got that, you know how mini golf, there's like the final hole that's like, see if you can get a hole in one, and if you can, you get a free game kind of thing. So there's one of those there too. And there's like a booth for all the mini golf and all that stuff. So it's the shutter's closed on it, of course, but yeah, that's what you kind of see is just like a big mini golf area.
Okay. And so now when we're back in the game room, is the beaver still in the doorway where it was?
He's gone.
Oh my gosh.
Is that better or worse?
Have I
It's
fixed
worse,
it?
'cause
Did I fix it?
No, it's worse. We don't know where he is now.
Okay, so I guess we have a clear route to the jungle gym we were trying to get to earlier.
It's backwards. What did I tell your... Why is it backwards? Tell your what I said hi?
No.
Dog.
Dog.
Tell your dog I said hi.
Bye, Benny.
Bye, Benny. Bye, Benny. I'm crazy about fun! He's in that little nook in the top right corner, right next to the outdoor area door.
Oh.
I'm crazy! I'm crazy! 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 And then he, like, actually, like, it starts to, like, look at you.
Uh-oh.
And he's, like, takes a step forward. Cheaters never
Run!
win!
Run!
Yeah, we should go somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm running to the jungle gym door
Yeah,
that
we
we're talking
let's-
about.
Let's get an
Oh, the jungle
elevation
gym's
on
a
it.
really good place to get away from someone. I want everybody to roll me an athletics check, and I'm not going to tell you what the score is.
Athletics.
Why would I do that? Why would I do that?
5.
You got a 5? Okay.
Oh, also 5.
All right. Nobody spent anything? You just rolled?
I spent
Card?
one.
Oh, I
You
didn't
spent
know we
one,
had to
okay.
spend anything. You just said to roll.
I should, yeah. You could re-roll if you want, but I think actually all of you managed to get it, so you're good. But yeah, in the future, if you wanted to spend, you can gamble. But yeah, you all actually managed to get it because those are some pretty good rolls. But yeah, you see him start to move, and like you just immediately like no, and you like run away into the jungle gym area door. And yeah, you're in the adventure zone. And you have like a moment to act before he probably catches up to this room.
Just a moment, guys.
Is there a lock on that door?
Ooh, yeah.
No, you're able to get in there. That room is unlocked and everything.
But can we
We'd
lock
like
it?
to lock it.
Oh, you want to lock it? Yeah, you can lock it.
All right.
You actually hear, like, the second you lock it, you hear, like, a really big, like, you didn't see how fast it was running, but it put a lot of force into that bang, but it bangs once and then that's it. Like, you don't hear it try to do it again or anything.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. That's horrible. All right. Let's get to the jungle gym and see if we can see if there's like anything special. Does it like connect up to the second floor or?
Oh, does it look like the back storage unit is paved over?
So yeah, actually, let me describe the adventure zone. So it's got like you ever see one of those like playground indoor jungle gyms? It's just like a bunch of tubes and stuff, like a McDonald's play place kind of idea. Yeah, with a ball pit and like a cool gymnasium, like all that stuff. It's one of those. It's a huge one of those, like gigantic. You can walk all the way around its exterior, so it's like all kind of contained in that area. So yeah, the square is like where all those tubes and ball pits and all that stuff is. So you walk around it, and you said you wanted to look at. It's all kind of like adventure zone, so it's like kind of jungly themed, woodland jungly kind of thing. And you get around to the back end, and you're looking at where that storage room would be, completely paved over like it never existed.
Okay.
Don't like it at all.
But we don't hear any more crashing noises either, right?
Not right now.
What?
I would like to walk over to where the storage room is supposed to be and like, let's see, what point should I use?
You could knock on it too to see if that has any weird sound.
Yeah, and you could also like kind of touch it to see if it feels like different texture, like if it used to be a door.
You can, I don't know if there's a skill for that. You kind of have an idea without spending any points on it. It feels like it's paved over so good that like it just feels like it never existed at all.
Okay.
Chances are they may have done that years ago. Who knows? And they did a damn good job.
It doesn't sound like we're going to get into any of these rooms that were previously or on the old maps.
Well, there was another outside door, I think, behind the jungle gym.
True.
We could see if that opens.
Oh, that just leads to the same mini golf area. It's just two ways into it. Yeah, you can get there from the jungle. It's ease of access for the kids.
The kid brains.
Their brains. Worst theory. Horrifying.
Are there any other like suspicious things in this room, or like
in the jungle gym? Not really. You kind of you're thinking about the video that you saw of Archie and like him just kind of being in the jungle gym and then just never reappearing or anything. You know that the angle that camera was from was towards where, you see the actual text that says Adventure Zone on the north side of the room. Yeah. That's where the angle is from. So anything that's kind of on the south end of the room is being blocked completely by the jungle gym in the video.
I say we look around to see if there's anything you could reach above us if you climb up on the jungle gym on the south side, or if there's anything on the ground, like under the carpet or.
I will give you that without having to roll that stuff and everything like that, there doesn't seem to be anything out of place, but you had a real fun time trying. Yeah, the jungle gym seems like it works just fine. There doesn't seem to be anything weird about it. And nothing that seems like it would go anywhere. Even the ball pit, you went to the bottom of the ball pit, someplace children never dare to go, and it's still there's just mesh on the bottom and maybe like a couple toenails. Yeah.
Oh, that's my spaghetti. Sorry, that's fine.
I'm just gonna shout into the storage room false wall and also to the mini golf. I'm just gonna yell Archie, just in case.
You wait a minute, and there's like nothing. You don't hear anything. Luckily, you don't hear Crazy Kurt either. You do hear just like kind of like scurrying in the party room.
Like rat scurrying type of noise?
Like almost like a like kids like running around or something, like having a fun time.
I'm gonna knock on the wall, the like and see what happens.
Ooh.
Behind the party door.
Behind the party door, you do It sounds like a boy screaming.
Maybe he's celebrating something.
He got a big win.
Okay, should we try to get to the other side of the party door?
Right behind you.
Sure, why not?
Okay. I'm going to that door that's like across from the outside door, like towards the south.
Okay, yeah, so you open this room. It's darker than usual in here because it's nighttime. And this area doesn't really have any exterior windows because it's all kind of interior.
I have a flashlight.
Yeah, so you can see and everything like that, but it's just night and dark and spooky. And you see like a bunch of tables. Some of them have been knocked over, probably by just like people ransacking the place or just the renovators not caring if they knocked over a table or something. There's like the carpets, that 90s awesome party room carpet that's like black with like lasers in it and all that stuff. There's an empty stage with a red curtain drawn that's towards the back of the room or in the top northern corner kind of thing. And then there's a bunch of like windows that lead into party rooms. So they're just like small rooms that just have like a single table inside of them. And you can see into all of them because there's just like glass that shows like a window and stuff. And there's nothing inside of them, just like a single table, maybe a couple chairs sometimes. One of them just has like a singular like party hat just sitting on the table. And there's a piece of cake on that one too.
Dibs.
But that's it. Dibs. Oh, thank God, I'm starving.
Do we want to go into any of those individual party rooms?
God, no. Is the door that would go to the back party rooms and kitchen, is that door there?
No.
Oh, same deal.
There's just a gap in the wall between the food stalls and the party rooms. The food stalls, actually, speaking of which, they don't really need a door to get into them. They're the kind that just have like a little tiny swing door on the side. And it's almost like it's a food stall. It's not like a restaurant or anything like that.
Like a hot dog stand.
Yeah, it's got like an awning and everything, and you can kind of see inside of it and everything. There's you can see inside the food stalls from here, and then there's a door that leads to the other side. What I will give you, because you have been looking for them, is the food stall door that leads to the kitchen is there. There is actually a door that leads to a kitchen there. It's the first sign. It's what?
Is it a door we can fit through?
I mean, it's a door-ass door.
Okay. Like covers.
Yeah. It's not blocked
door.
over or anything. It just seems to be like an actual door that's there. Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm going to try to use that from now on. Next time we're over there, be like, where are the drinks? Oh, they're in the garage. They're through the door-ass door.
That door-ass door over there.
Should we go to the kitchen?
Yeah, I think so. It's the first sign of one of the strange things besides that creepy beaver. We're not cheating.
We're not cheating.
I'm gonna knock on the wall before I go in and just yell Archie again. And then...
Is it the wall that has a single slice of birthday cake or whatever?
Oh, yeah. So are you knocking on the wall to the main entrance kind of area?
I'm just like everywhere I walk around, I'm just like, Archie.
Archie, help.
Making all kinds of noise for the animatronics to hear where we are, right?
I would imagine they don't need to know where we are. I think they already know.
Ooh.
They know where our kid brains are.
Right in our kid skulls. Right in those pesky kid skulls. Yeah, you don't hear anything from knocking on the walls. So are you going back to the main entrance then?
No, the kitchen door.
Yeah, okay, so you're going into the food stall, and then you see the kitchen door. What you do notice is that it is like severely locked. It's almost like this door legally had to be here in case the kitchen set fire or like a gas leak happened, they needed to have some access to it, so that's why it still exists. However, because they didn't want to get in there, like because they wanted to lock off that whole end of the building, it's like there's a bar locking it with a key on it, key hole and everything like that. And yeah, so it's locked at the moment.
Outdoors people tend to have a lot of skills for things.
I still have my hammer.
Still got it.
Spinning it. Do we want to try to get this door open?
Yeah, I mean, I think we need to know what's back there.
I indiscriminately start smacking the door and the locks.
I will say, if you want to open that with that, you have to roll a pretty good roll for me. It would have to be...
Isn't Ashley stronger? I mean, you can go ahead, but like, isn't Ashley like several years older than you?
Yeah, there you go. Give hammer.
A whole several.
Yeah, I was about to say Dusty actually is the youngest kid.
Gee, you don't say.
Okay. How much should I?
Let's see. I want to say this is athletics. That seems to make sense. That makes the most sense to me, at least. I'm not going to tell you what the score to hit is, but it's going to be high. I will give you that hint, at least.
Okay. Let's do 2. Let's do 2.
You're betting 2? Okay.
Yeah.
Now you're going to roll?
Yeah.
Give me that sweet roll. What is it? Oh, shit. How'd you get... Oh, wow, cool. I didn't realize
So I
it'll
rolled
actually...
a 6. Is basically
Yeah, it'll
what happened.
actually put the 2 in that you bet, which is crazy. I don't know how it figured that out. Or how to do that.
Oh, it asked me how much I was betting, so...
Oh, cool. Yeah, I never actually tried to roll via the thing. That's awesome. Yeah, you definitely... You smack it, and I want to say you get it open in a way that, like, the bar is gone for sure. You could probably get it open now if you were to try for it.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so you open it then. Let's see. Let me see my map. You open it and it's like a pitch black kitchen that's like rotted to all hell. Like imagine Silent Hill in a way or something. Like there's just rust everywhere. This room, there's dust and rust and like everything's falling apart in there and stuff. And it's just like there's no lights at all. They were turned off years ago and everything. And it's just a room that's been left to die. And it has a very stark contrast to the bright colors and fun of the whole rest of the building, but like it's just like you stepped into a different dimension or something. Like, ugh. There's like a you hear like just like an ethereal like.
Archie.
Yeah.
It's definitely a ghost.
Hi, Brock.
Brendan, your sound went
I'm
weird.
muted.
Oh, there you are.
I didn't see. Were you like?
I was just
I just thought
inquiring
that was
about
normal
knives.
Brennan.
Yeah.
I thought that was just normal Brennan.
You were talking about knives.
Yeah, we're in a kitchen. And there's
I'll say there's probably one rusted butcher knife if you wanted it.
I don't think a knife will work against a ghost.
You don't know that.
You can't confirm that. You can't confirm that at all.
And so there's another door here, right? In the kitchen.
There's a door at the far end that looks just as rusted and horrifying. You can't tell if it's open from here, but behind you, you hear the DDR machine turn on. It's like, show me your moves or whatever it was. But yeah, that kind of turns on. And then, you know, those 3 popular games that were at the front, they all kind of turn on in different ways. Like, and then they turn off.
Oh, okay. They flash on then off.
I am still thinking about the Unextinct video game, and I'd like to keep exploring.
That one wasn't the one of the main ones in the front.
Yeah, that would be upstairs probably.
Yeah.
We didn't peek behind the stage curtain either.
That's true. Maybe
Is that a
there's more.
good idea? No, I'm just kidding.
Maybe we'll wake up more animatronics.
Yeah.
What's the worst that could happen?
So what would we like to do?
Let's go to the stage. Or yeah, I would like to look at the stage. I don't know if there's anything else in the kitchen.
There's that door at the end, but it seems for now like it could maybe wait or something. I don't know what you guys want to do. You have options. Let's put it that way. But you were saying this.
We could look at the door to see if it's locked or if it would require something.
Yeah.
The music. Yeah, you get you open like you get up to the door and you hear the wailing, and then the three arcade machines again go boom, boom, boom. And the door seems like you like touch it and the handle moves, so it's unlocked.
Mm.
Which door?
And it's almost like the arcade machines outside get more frantic, like boom, 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 boom. Show me your moves.
All the more reason to keep going towards the back of the kitchen.
Okay.
We should not follow the things that are trying to get our attention.
But what would you like to do?
I mean,
Lee is opening the door, it sounds like.
yeah, I think
So you're opening the door to
yeah, I'm gonna
to
open the back. Yeah,
the secret
back of the
hallway.
yeah.
So what you see in the secret hallway is it's kind of like a T-split right immediately as you open it, and then just like darkness that you can't see the end of at the very end. But there's like 3 party rooms to your right that are down that hallway. Well, you see like 2.5 of them, and then the darkness just kind of swallows them. Again, the carpet's all ripped up. There's like water damage. It's like this room was left to die, and it feels like you're in a completely different room. As you're shining the flashlights around in this room, you're at the very end of the hallway. You see like it reflect off of some metal, and then you hear, "Oh, I'm crazy!" And it's Crazy Kurt, and he's standing at the end of the hallway.
Of course he is.
This is how. Yeah.
It's my own.
I'm crazy.
And he just kind of like tilts his head and just starts to chug like towards you, like really
Oh
quick.
no.
He like kind of scrapes his feet along, like they can't like lift up or anything, so he just kind of scrapes along the floor as he like just kind of comes at you.
Should we leave this
Cool.
room?
Yeah.
I'm gonna close the door.
Yep. Yep. Lock it.
So this door, as you're going to lock it, he like slams into it, and it's so rusted that the door actually just kind of like flies backwards. I want to say bringing Lee with it a little bit. So I want to say you take 1 cool damage because that hurts a little bit.
I feel like we're skirting the very edge in which we're going to cool to we're actually going to get murdered.
Listen, I'm in danger. But yeah, Lee gets knocked down. You take a point of cool damage, and Crazy Kurt's just standing in the doorway now, and he's like kind of like looking quickly between all the targets in front of him. Cheaters never win.
We didn't cheat.
He's got 2 things he can say.
He's crazy and he hates cheaters. Okay. Alright, I guess get up and try to get out of the kitchen.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Ashley, you're probably closest to Crazy Kurt. But what would everyone like to do?
I'm running through the other door.
Yeah.
And I'm shouting, "Run!"
Run! Okay, I want to say that's athletics checks again. Get you out of there. Is anyone like trying to take him on? Because that's
Actually,
throwdown if you're doing that.
I've got 7 throwdown points.
You do have a hammer too, as previously stated.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I'm not going to tell you what the skill threshold is to beat, but it's going to be high.
You said that last time too, and I rolled an 8.
And you did good. Yeah.
I
So
did good
athletics
job.
check then?
Yeah, everyone
Yeah,
who's
you all-
running gets athletics. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll as the resident, not adult but older kid, I will try to throw down. Let's do that.
Did anyone else bet anything for running away, by the way?
No.
Hey,
Nice.
did an 8.
I want to say that's good enough. you like, and then the head thing goes spinning, and it stops and looks at you.
Oh, no.
I'm crazy for fun. But you stun it enough that like its eyes keep spinning even as its head stays still. So it doesn't really know how to like. It doesn't see you for a second. You can get away from it for free. I want to say everybody else gets away from it for free due to that too, because I was so good at it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so where did you all run to?
The other door.
Which one is the other door? Back to the
Because
kitchen?
we were in the kitchen, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
now we're in the food stalls. I think we can head out towards the front entrance.
Yeah.
We shouldn't go near the stage.
What about the bathroom?
But the stage is how we get to the second floor also.
You don't have to go through the stage to get to the second floor. It might be a little unclear. Those two stairs are actually in the main entrance hall, next to the DDR machine, and they go up above the stage.
Okay.
From there, yeah. So you can get there safely without having to go to the stage. If that's a little unclear on the map that I drew.
I mean, while we're here, we might want to check the boys' bathroom. That's where Wailing was last heard a couple weeks ago.
Okay. Yeah, we're going past there anyway.
We can quickly get to the front door if we need to run.
Yeah. Who's going in the boys' bathroom?
I can't. I'm not a boy.
Yeah, you're legally not allowed.
Hey, when you gotta go, you gotta go. It don't matter what bathroom it is.
Yeah. Ashley's old enough to know that that's not an actual law.
I don't know if I trust Ashley's definition of the law. I think she's been arrested before.
She's kind of a bad girl. All right, who's going in then?
I'm a cool girl. I'm a cool mom.
I'm a cool mom. All right, but who's in the bathroom then? Dusty. Dusty's in the bathroom.
That's just me.
I'll go with him.
Yeah, I think someone should go. We should buddy up.
Yeah, I'll go with him.
Ashley's just standing outside with the hammer, watching the kitchen door. Yeah, okay, so you're in the bathroom. It's your typical affair for kind of a mid-sized amusement place where it's like, you know, a big, good row of like urinals and stalls and sinks, but nothing like. It's not even themed. Like it's just a bathroom. They didn't make it cool or anything. It is what it is. Purely functional liminal bathroom.
Is it tidy or does it look like it's been recently renovated or anything?
It's just tidied. Like it hasn't been recently. Like they haven't like updated it at all. But it's also not dirty. And you hear nothing. Just the sound of an air conditioning.
I flush all of the toilets and urinals I'm able to access.
There's like a pause after you do that, and then you hear.
Oh Lord, where's that coming from?
Hello? Archie?
What?
Ah! Where are you?
Who is this?
This
Your
is...
friend Crystal sent us.
Yeah!
Who?
Girl life. Say your girl life.
I was like, what did I call her earlier? I called her woman wife or
My what?
The ring pop lady.
Oh.
Starts crying again.
where are you?
Yes.
I don't know. I feel like I'm floating.
We already checked the skee ball pit.
What was the last thing you remember?
I got a high score in the arcade, and then I followed what it said, and then I went into a weird room, and then I can't remember.
What
Which
did
game?
it tell you to do?
It has been so long I don't remember.
Which game were you playing?
I think it was the one unextinct one from those one guys I like. Dabney and Alcord. You ever play those games? They're so fun. Like I've got one of them at home.
Hey,
on
we'll
my
ask the
desk.
questions here.
Hey, shut up!
Let us detect. We're detectives.
So good.
Okay.
I just look at Dusty with confusion, like, what?
I'm still flushing
Why?
other things.
Like, I know you don't use the bathroom very often, but these aren't that interesting.
What are these things? Why is there drinkable water in them?
Oh no!
Ugh.
Ooh, mints.
I'm not alone here.
Who else is with
Where?
you?
The lights turn off, and you don't hear Archie anymore. Or what you presume to be Archie. You don't actually know what Archie sounds like, but it's pretty good theory that was Archie. I don't know what else it would be.
He responded to the name. It's okay.
Yeah.
So it sounds like we need to go play that or look at that Unextinct game,
Yeah.
just like Jesse wanted to.
Okay. Well,
We exit the bathroom
assuming there's
You
not a
exit
fucking
the
beaver in our way.
bathroom,
without washing
and
our
you
hands.
open the party room door. So you're in. Remember the party room that had the little cake in it?
Yeah.
You're coming out of that room now.
Oh. So we're not entering the same room that we.
Nope, you're not coming out the main entrance. You are now in the party room.
Awesome. There's
Is what's behind us?
The room with the cake in it.
Okay, that's creepy.
Can we go back into that room and see what happens?
Yeah, you go back into the room. There's no cake on the table anymore. But
It's not a bathroom though.
no,
Okay.
The thing I wanted's gone. So.
you hear the curtains start to part on the stage.
It was a little early for the show.
It is a little early for the show. On your digital wristwatch, you see that it's only 10:30 maybe. You've been here maybe an hour. Yeah. And then like the lights turn on, and there's like a fucking like some sort of alligator with a banjo and like a little country hat and everything. And then there's also a like a big
fox
crawfish
and a bird and
Yeah, it's like some sort of lobster man wearing fishing gear, and he's got a violin. And there's a fucking bear on the drums. And they like come out and they kind of scoot forward on their railing, and there's like silence as they're all just kind of sitting there, not on. And then all of their eyes light up at the same time. And they go, and they start playing music. I don't know what song, but they're just kind of playing the song. Their lead singer is missing.
of course it is.
Is there a spot for a lead singer to be?
There's a microphone, yeah, and there's nobody singing at it.
Guys.
Cut back to Jesse and Ashley.
Well, we hear the music.
Yeah,
Actually, should we wait for the boys or should we go listen to the music?
I feel like all of this is a trap. So
the door to the bathroom opens.
ugh.
It just steps out like it's just Crazy Kurt, and he's got a huge dent in his face now, and he looks at you. I'm crazy.
We're
Run!
running. Yeah, we're running.
Where would you like to run to? I'm not gonna make you roll for it, but where are you gonna run to? You've rolled enough for running away from Crazy Kurt. It's become second nature at this point.
Running for your life, second nature.
Good run up the stairs from here, by the way.
I think I will run up the stairs.
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Alrighty. What I will have you roll for is to get away from Crazy Kurt. How about you give me a sneaking roll, and I'm not going to tell you how much it is to get the to pass it, but yeah, it's a sneaking roll.
Roll the 2.
You got a 2 and a 6. I will say Ashley's overdoes it enough that like she hides behind one of the arcade rows And like Jesse's like freaking out, and then just Ashley just grabs you and pulls you in. So you're both hiding behind it, and you see Crazy Kurt like somehow he got up the stairs despite the whole not being able to lift his legs thing. He's just like, and then he like shuffles and go, like really, really, really quickly, like, and then he goes into the laser tag arena. He's gonna get armed. He's grabbing a gun. Oh Jesus! But yeah, no, he's gone now. But yeah, you find yourself. You are in as far as the second floor goes. I want to say you're in the arcade rows that are closer to the left side, the ones that are more horizontal instead of vertical. That are closer to where a janitor closet used to be, but is no longer. There's just like wall there. It just seems like the wall just kind of ends there. Actually, most of this, like that whole row where there, it's just like cut off at that point. The room just seems to end sooner than it probably should. But yeah, you're at the arcades, and lo and behold, the unextinct arcade machine is on, and it's right behind you.
Perfect.
Okay. I open up my Trapper Keeper, and I look at the secret code, and I'm ready to type it in.
Okay, so it requires you, the secret code requires you to beat the first level of the game, and then input a button combination.
What kind of game is it?
It's like a side-scrolling game where you play as a dinosaur that's just like eating people in a mall.
I don't think I'm... Well, maybe I'm good at video games. I'll spend 1 computer point to see if I do it.
You got a computer in your room. You play games. You play those Mathlete games. Like Math Blasters, or what's the one with the little...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I love that game.
Oh yeah.
I rolled a 4.
You're playing it. Ashley's keeping a lookout for Crazy Kurt, looking at the laser tag arena. You get to the final part of the first stage and you beat it. You type in the code, and it immediately gets you to the kill screen of the game, which is like the end of the, the credits. And it says, winners get a hole in 119. That's it. And then it just turns off. The whole machine turns off.
Winners get a hole in 119. What does that mean, Ashley?
Winners get a hole in 119.
Oh, it means the mini golf. We have to go get a hole in 1 in mini golf.
On hole 19, but there's only 18 holes.
It's the bonus, like like you win a free round.
Okay,
Okay.
I trust you.
Okay.
No sign of Crazy Kurt.
I'm gonna look around. Well, no, I'm fine. I know what we got to do. I don't know where the boys are, but I'm ready to go downstairs and start shouting, Dusty, Lee.
I'd say they could probably hear it over the music playing. It's playing like because this is like an off-brand like kids place. It's like playing licensed music that they probably didn't get the license to. Smells like Teen Spirit. But it's like a kid's version of it. But yes, the boys hear you.
We gotta go play mini golf.
Mini golf? How can you think about mini golf at a time like this? This place is terrifying.
The video game said winners get 1 in 19, so we have to go get a hole in 1 on the 19th hole.
Where are you?
I'm coming down the stairs.
Jumping.
Okay. I'm assuming it's probably, if it's anything like the Chuck E. Cheese that used to be near where I grew up, I could probably hear her coming down the stairs because they're old and creaky and thin and...
Yep. And it's right above the stage, too. Like, you can actually see, like, dust fall down onto the stage as that's happening.
I guess I'll say, but we're in the party room. We can go this way to get outside.
Okay, so we go to the party room.
Sounds good. So you all reconvene at the tables and the stage show's going, and they're killing it. They're doing such a good job. Despite not having a lead singer. It's like occasionally you just hear the backup singers just pipe in certain lyrics, but it sounds so weird out of context.
Yeah, let's not use the term killing it in this place, please.
All right, so you've all reconvened. You're all in the party room. You would like to go to the mini golf thing?
Yeah, and as we're walking in that direction, I'm gonna tell the two of them about the crazy door and the fact that we talked to Archie, and that the last thing that he remembers doing was playing the game and being told to go outside. So we're on the right track, but we need to be careful because once he came back in, he doesn't remember anything.
Well, he's just a baby. We'll do better than him.
He's just a baby who's been missing for 2 weeks.
And he's trapped in an ethereal space where he can't see or do anything and feels like he's floating. Yeah. We'll be fine.
What a whip. What a stupid kid. What a petulant child. Anyway, yeah, you get outside the mini golf arena. You have to get all the way to the top in order to get to that 19th hole. Just let's spitball. Everybody get one spitball out there. What are the mini golf courses? Like, what's hole one? Hole one's like a big dragon that goes like, and it eats the ball sometimes.
No, I feel like hole one's always got to be lame. It's like the beginning start. There's just like the little hump in the center. So it's just a straight shot, the little hump. That hole two is, you got a curve, so it teaches you to do the curve. Hole 3 is where they do a windmill. It's
always a windmill.
you got to up the difficulty. I would say 6. 6 is where you get the dragon. That's where you start to do fun things.
The dragon. And is there an overarching theme to this mini golf? No.
Oh God, no.
No,
this place is a fucking disaster. It's just everything.
It's just a nightmare of themes. I think they just bought whatever they could and just put it back there. That's why it fell apart. Like, nobody wanted to go to this.
Yes.
It kind of sucks, actually, when you think about it.
Several of them are you can tell were like handmade in a redneck's garage.
Yeah, it's like paper mache, like with a plastic overcoat and everything.
Chicken wire. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Are there any putt-putts around on the floor outside?
Yeah, you could probably get a putt-putt. There's like a couple of them just kind of laying out and outside of the booth, and like a couple of balls as well.
Okay, I pick up a couple of balls in my pockets. And
what color? What color did you get?
Pink, definitely pink.
Awesome. Anybody else getting anything? Playing mini golf.
I'll grab a golf ball too.
Sorry, I'm gonna keep my hands free. I don't know what's going on here.
Well, if you have a golf club in your hands, you can use it as a weapon.
Oh, that's smart. I would like to pick up a golf club.
What's everyone's colors? What do you got? You can't just leave me hanging like this.
My soul.
Purple.
Yeah. What about the balls? Do they match? Do your balls match?
You know what? The ball is glow in the dark.
Oh shit! It's one of the special ones.
Nice.
And since you mentioned it now, Dave, and since I'm 12 years old, I grabbed 2 balls.
Hell yeah. Well, yeah, what if you missed the first one?
Oh, yeah. What if I missed? I'm not going to just put the golf club down with the balls next to it. No, I wouldn't do that.
You're being chased by a horrible animatronic. And you're like,
I wouldn't.
But you still take time for that.
I wouldn't do that as a 12-year-old to gain cool points with Dusty. No, totally wouldn't do that.
It's that one gif from the just...
Yep.
the respectful nod.
Yep.
All right, so you have your balls, you got your sticks, and your balls. You grab your balls and your sticks. And are you just walking through like the course all the way up to the top?
No, we should play.
Let them play.
The fucking thing hates cheating. We can't just walk to the end to get a hole in one. We have to play the whole thing.
Okay, here's what I want you to do. If you are you all doing that? Let's put it that way.
I'm convinced.
Yeah.
I want you all to roll a d20. Do you know how to do that in Roll20? It's there's like a d20 icon on the left, and you just press the icon that says d20.
Oh, okay.
Actually, let's do d100. Do a d100.
D100.
But I rolled a d20 already.
Do a d100 anyway. It's funner this way.
Okay, fine.
Makes more sense this way, actually.
82.
26.
Fuck, you got 7?
Ouch!
No, that's actually good. It's golf. You want a low number.
Oh. Well, in that case,
So Ashley
61.
wins.
I don't know these rich people rules.
That's not how I play mini golf.
I've got 61 over par. I'm fine.
So it looks like Ashley won, right? Or am I missing anybody here? Wait, I don't see yours, Mike.
I rolled in person.
Oh,
I
in
have
real
actual-
life. Oh,
I
okay.
have
never
actual
mind.
dice.
Yeah, well, Ashley still got a 7. Somehow, you got a hole in 1 every time and then managed to get a hole in 0 like 10
She
times.
skipped over some of them.
Yeah. How'd you do it? How'd you do it? It's impossible. This place makes no sense. Take 2 sanity damage. No, I'm just kidding. So Ashley wins. Yay! So you get to try first.
Yay.
You get to try first on the 19th hole. And so the 19th hole, for those who are unfamiliar with it, is one of those things that's like, it's kind of like just a cube with like a tiny ramp and a hole in the middle of it, and the ramp goes upwards, and there's a cage over the hole, so it's hard to, you can't just cheat and throw it in or anything. So if you miss, it just goes into the pit, and then that returns the balls back to the cage for the workers to just easily collect them. And yeah, Ashley, if you would like to do the honors, let's see. How do I want you to do this? Because there isn't like roll for golf. Let's say. Okay, cool. Cool is a general ability too, on top of being your health. I want you to roll for cool, and I'm not going to tell you what the number you have to beat is, but I am going to give you a hint that it is high. And where each of you is going to get a shot at this, so it's not like it all ends if Ashley doesn't do it, but yeah, make sure to place a bet first if you'd like, and then go ahead and roll.
Nice.
7, that's pretty good. You see the ball go up the ramp, and then it rolls right back down. Doesn't get
count.
in. Doesn't get in. But you didn't lose it, so that's good.
Okay, so
Some might even say that's pretty cool.
okay, so does that mean I get to try again? Or...
You can try again, unless if you don't like to take turns.
Okay, everybody should take turns. I'm gonna take the dog out.
It's a good idea. It's a good idea.
Okay,
Who'd like to go next?
I'll roll. I'm gonna
Do it.
bet 1, my bonus 1 for doing a sick wheelie.
Hell yeah. Ooh, that goes into the pit. You don't get that ball back.
Splash.
Splash. Yeah, clean. That'd be a good. No, probably not. It's dirty water by now. It's gross. Yeah, it's gross. Now you got a gross, shitty ball that's full of. Your balls are gross. Dusty, would you like to give it a shot?
Sure. Having not grabbed a ball earlier, I reach into my pocket and pull out my
The
trusty meatball.
meatball. I'm gonna give you a little bit of a bonus for that because it's Chekhov's meatball. We've been setting it up the whole game, and it's finally coming through.
Spending some cool points too. All right, and submit. Ah!
No, but here's the thing. I said I gave you a little bit of a bonus for using the meatball, which was an unseen bonus. So the meatball, and because it's got like this gross meaty grip, it actually like rolls in. And you see it teeter on the edge, and then just, and then you see like lights go off and everything. Like winner, 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 big jackpot, and what happens?
My reaction is half excitement and half disappointment because now I am meatballless.
Woefully meatballless. There's a little light that appears. It's like a little green light that's like in front of the stand, and it says "Lab unlocked," and that's it.
Lab unlocked.
Lab unlocked?
Yeah.
Maybe
Have
that's
we seen
where
any labs?
crazy what's his face was at the end of the hall. Maybe there's a lab back there. Since we didn't really get to explore that hallway. Just kinda get
Maybe.
chased out of it. Where else would there be a lab? Laser tag area?
we didn't go into the laser tag
We
area.
haven't
We
gone
also,
upstairs at all.
well, I went upstairs. There was just
Okay.
we didn't go everywhere upstairs. There's the janitor's room we haven't gone to, laser tag, bumper cars. I think that also there was an extra door in the kitchen, but I think actually we went to all of that.
I think we did the
As
kitchen.
far as the kitchen goes, you went through the extra door that's in the kitchen. It led to that hallway with the party rooms in it, but you didn't
Yeah.
go to the end of the party hall room.
Yeah.
Okay, so
it was full of death.
So
Yeah.
the party room, hallway, laser tag, and janitor's closet. Okay, but I guess we gotta go back inside.
Sorry, I just got back from taking the dog out. Did we make a whole one?
You
Yeah.
missed an epic meatball shot.
I'll have to watch the review tape.
I'm not gonna. It's not legal. That wasn't legal. Cheaters never win. But yes, the only thing you missed was when the hole-in-one was made, it said lab unlocked, and there was like a green light that went off.
Lab unlocked. Okay.
So we haven't seen any labs, but the places that we haven't explored yet are the janitor's closet, the laser tag, and the murder hallway.
Well, we saw Archie go into the jungle gym, or in the room where the jungle gym is, and there's a storage room at the back, which is out of the view of the camera. So I bet it's back there. So
Technically, you
we
checked
were
that
back
wall
there,
and
yeah.
it wasn't. There didn't seem to be anything there.
well, didn't seem to be anything there, but it might have popped. Maybe a secret door popped open or something. Now, I mean, it's obviously something they wanted to keep hidden. So
But there are also rooms that we haven't checked at all. The janitor's closet, the laser tag, and
Yeah.
the party room hallway.
we'll be able to walk. We'll walk past the storage and jungle gym on our way back inside. So
Yeah, that's true.
Boom, we're back. So where we last left off, you guys are standing outside of the 19th hole, which is the name of this scenario. That's why I didn't tell you it until now. You're standing outside and you've decided you want to go back inside to look at some of the rooms that you haven't looked in yet. So, so what's the plan then?
let's see. I want to take a look at the south wall of the adventure zone as we're walking through towards the other spaces, just to see
Yeah.
if that wall has anything different now than it did earlier.
Ooh.
Okay, so you're going in through the jungle gym door, not the
Yes.
ride room door.
Not
okay.
the ride, yeah.
You open the door to the jungle gym and it's pitch black suddenly. You don't know where you are. You don't really see that the jungle gym is in front of you, but then all of a sudden you see lights start to pick up. Neon lights, and they're outlining different things inside of the room. They look like structures. They're sort of turning on one at a time, and then there's like these kind of laser light shows going on that are like, and a fog machine turns on.
Huh.
And as the lights turn on, I'm crazy. And at the very end of the lights is Crazy Kurt, but now he looks all fucked up. He's missing an arm. I've done it. And his mouth is like open, like it's like broken open, and there's like jagged metal sticking out of it. His eyes are just glowing. They have no pupils anymore or anything like that. And his legs look like they operate a bit more. Like he kind of can like not just scoot. He can actually like pick them up and stuff. His one arm that is missing is replaced by a laser gun, like one of the laser tag laser guns. You don't know if it works, but like it just kind of looks like it can stab pretty good. Like it's kind of sharp, even if it doesn't.
We're not wearing
like,
the packs.
yeah, exactly.
What
So
is
even if it doesn't shoot you, or if for some reason it's supernaturally a laser that actually works now, it still can do some damage if he hits you with it. And he's standing at the end of the room. You guys are next to the laser guns. So when you teleported in, you somehow teleported to the laser tag arena, Laser Quest as it's called. And the fog machine's going, and you see him at the end of the hall, and then he just kind of dives into one of the like structures, and you don't get a beat on him anymore.
Oh gosh.
Is there any laser tag equipment near us?
Hell yeah, there's laser tag equipment near you.
Like
All
we're
right.
picking up double fisting laser Lizard
What's
guns.
nice is they're like rifles, like so they're huge, like Halo rifles. It's like
Gina.
I'm like 4 feet tall, right? Like,
let's do this. So who grabs what?
I grab one to have on my back behind me for backup, and I'm holding one. It's gigantic on me.
Okay.
I just
what-
grab one. One is good enough.
One will do it.
Double fisting, they're lugging behind me.
Yeah, you're tiny too. You're a small kid with this giant laser tag guns. They hurt your arms after a while.
Yeah.
Like to just hold up. Ashley, what do you got? You still have your hammer on you too.
Yeah, I was gonna say the hammer. Do I still have a golf club? Maybe I kept it.
Yeah, you can keep the golf club. I want to say
Yeah.
you have like that army jacket and like kind of like cargo pants. I'm sure you can like loop that onto your pants belt somehow. Or something.
Otherwise, we're putting a lot of investment in these laser tags. We don't know if they work.
Yeah, which might not do anything.
Oh.
Oh shit! Fuck! Why did we think that? Well, we're children. Fuck my
I also
children.
still have my golf ball too. I didn't lose it.
Oh yeah,
It
you
came
didn't use
back
it
to
again.
me.
You took a step back and let others succeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I leave my putt outside. I'm like all in for laser tag.
I guess you leave it in the laser tag room because outside is gone.
Yeah,
You
it's
turn around
true.
and it's just not there anymore.
Yeah.
You're just like deep in the laser tag room. Basically, where you are is, you know how laser tag has that briefing room where you're kind of loaded up and they make sure all the equipment works. You're standing in the doorway that is between the tutorial room and the actual laser grid room. And yeah, everything's going off and everything. How would you like to proceed? Make this as cinematic as humanly possible because this kicks ass.
I run and take cover behind the skill games, looking down the hall, trying to find out where Crazy Kurt is.
Oh, so you went outside of the laser quest room.
Oh, I didn't realize that was like a. Okay.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't draw every single up, but yeah, no, you're in there. You're in it.
Right, so I run up to the doorway then and try to
Yeah.
get like a beat at if anything's outside. I'm not sure
You
if we
don't-
want to camp out in here or if we want to move.
Yeah, the laser quest door to the entrance is locked. It's like they lock you in. You're not allowed to not have fun. Was the slogan. So there is one way out, but it looks like you have to finish a game of laser tag before it will allow you to leave. But yeah, there's just obstacles and like structures everywhere. You can hear occasional like of like Crazy Kurt stomping down the halls and everything like that.
Well, I run and take cover by the first barrier that's like lower, like knee height. And I'm sort of looking over.
With your two guns.
Yeah. I don't see anything, guys. I don't think I see anything at least.
If people would like to give me, there's like a notice is a thing or something, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Basically, right now you're trying to find him. You don't know where he is, but he knows where you are. So any sort of skills that you'd like to do to talk, like figure out maybe where he is, or just hide from him until he shows himself, go ahead and do whatever you feel would work best here.
You know what an outdoor skill is? Hunting.
Hunting.
That's
Go
true.
get him, Dusty.
I'm not stuck in here with you. You're stuck in here with me.
That's a good.
I have a particular set of skills.
Can I put my ear to the ground like Aragorn does when he's trying to attack the orcs?
Yes, you can, and you've done this before.
I didn't realize.
Yeah, you did it in the previous one, so we have already established in canon how good this tactic works.
All right.
So yeah, you can absolutely do that.
Your
I'm
go-to
gonna-
is just, can I pull an Aragorn?
that's a good
When
fallback.
you really think about it, Dusty kind of is Eric. Other
No,
fun
not
skills you have are impersonate. That's always fun.
that's a good
Negotiation,
one.
performance, also something to consider. But yeah, so first we're gonna go for outdoor for Dusty. So Dusty,
Yeah,
you're gonna put your
see if I
ear to
can
the
track
ground.
him. Yeah.
You close your eyes. How many points do you spend in it?
Ooh, we want to get him, right? I should spend what I have.
Probably.
Okay, all three of them. I have 3 remaining. Oof, I only rolled a 5.
Oh, actually, outdoors is you just spend it, so you're good.
Oh.
2 is fine. Yeah, you don't have to roll for that. Although it is fun that you rolled. Maybe I will make you guys roll because it's funner that way. Yeah, this is a fight. You should roll for these things.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you still got it. So you put your ear to the ground. You have the guns up on the thing, and you listen for him, and you know where he is, and you can signal to the others. He's over in the that corner of the room right now, and he's coming this way.
Ooh, yeah, he's in the top right corner, and he's coming toward us along that wall. South.
What's the plan?
I'm going to try to move along the other wall, the opposite wall, to try to flank him.
Ooh, flanking position.
I read in a book once.
it's a Roman tactics book that you read, War and Peace. Let's do preparedness for that one. Give me a preparedness roll, and you can spend as much as you want.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and spend. I'll do 3 on what I've got. That's 3. I can do math. Oop. D6, right?
Yeah.
Why are you stuck in there? D6 for a bit. That's rolled 3, and I bet 3.
So 6, yeah. So you managed to kind of sneak through. The fog kind of keeps you hidden because you're, a child. You're lower to the ground than probably a giant animatronic is. That's lit up with glowing eyes as established. So it's like when you see it, you see it. Yeah, it doesn't really hide too well. The only problem is that it's supernatural and may not stay in the same spot all the time. That whole thing where it kind of just teleports around is probably going to come to play. Yeah, so you managed to get to the opposite end of the room from it, and you can still signal to armies, whatever you want to do.
I don't know what that.
That's nothing. That's not.
When Dusty pointed, I was like, I get it. And then they started doing more signs. And I was
it's nothing. It's not. Jesse and Ashley, what would you like to do? Lee is in position. Dusty is pointing out where he is as he gets closer and closer.
I don't understand the hand signals they're giving me, but I'm just gonna run towards where Dusty is pointing with my gun out.
Okay. We'll have you do that. But Ashley, what are you also doing during that?
I feel like as the older, bigger kid.
The responsible adult in the room.
Yeah, no, I'm totally grown up now. I'm so grown up. I think I'm gonna go to where Lee is. Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna sneak over. Okay.
Yeah.
So, we'll say you do that because Jesse kind of takes all the attention off by running directly in front of Crazy Kurt. Crazy Kurt, as you kind of turn a corner, because you didn't really understand that, don't run there. You turn a corner and he just goes, "Found you!" And his eyes light up and his mouth gets really big. And he's got big eyes and stuff. And he raises his laser gun. You just shoot. Give me.
So he started blasting.
So I just start blasting. You see, give me a throwdown skill check, and I'm not going to tell you how it is, but it's going to be really high considering the fact that you are unprepared for this.
I'm gonna spend 3.
Ooh.
That was not good.
That's not good, actually. You got a 1 plus 3,
Yeah.
so that 3 did a lot of heavy lifting, but it still didn't lift enough. So it points the laser at you and it shoots, and you actually feel it despite not wearing a thing, and you go flying back against the wall behind you. You lose 2 or 3 cool points.
Okay.
Oh.
And it's still kind of and the gun is actually smoking as it raises it. And its hand kind of whirls and the glove flies off of it, and it's just daggers. And he just kind of starts to step closer and closer. I'm crazy for blood!
Okay. The guns are real, guys. The real guns.
Well, his is. Jury's out if yours is. Ow! It's like smoke coming out of your chest. There's a dent in the wall behind her. A child mark dent in the wall. But yes, Crazy Kurt is coming down on Jesse, like walking closer as the gun. You can actually see like a recharge beam of the ammo marker on it, like starting to charge back up before it gets another shot. Yeah. But his attention is fully distracted on Jesse at the moment. Who would like to go next? It could just be anybody. I'm not doing initiative.
Yeah, no initiative. I can go ahead and go since he's paying attention the other direction. I guess I'll try to move a little close enough that I'll have a good chance to, like, I'd feel comfortable hitting it, and I'm going to try shooting it.
Shoot? Okay. You do have Ashley with you, too. Would you like to communicate?
Oh, yes.
Communicado.
Yeah.
It's a team game.
Yeah. I'll let her know. I'll let her know that I'm going to move up and try to attack it while it's not paying attention.
Okay. I will help him.
Nice. What are you helping with? Because you didn't grab a gun, right? You grabbed, like, melee weapons?
Yeah.
So what's the plan?
That was a mistake.
No, it might be a good plan, because, again, you don't know if your guns are real, you just know his is. I'd say maybe communicate a plan for about that.
Okay. So what's your plan? What are you gonna do? You're gonna try to...
I'm gonna get around behind it and attack it with the gun. If you want to come in from another angle, that way, if it turns around to pay attention to me, you'll be able to attack it with your clubs. Get it? Golf clubs.
Okay.
Get clubs.
Your friend is dying.
I'm going to try to hit it with the golf ball. So I'm going to try to aim and hit it with... Yeah.
Just throw a golf ball at it?
No, I'm going to use the golf club and the golf
ball. Oh, club. Like... Yeah. That's a way to take a melee weapon and make it a long-range weapon. Are you good at golf?
We're about to find out.
It's gonna be fun. All right. So, Dusty, we'll say Lee and Ashley are doing that. Dusty, would you like to also do something?
I wanna, like, how far away is Jessie from me? Because when she said it's real and I saw her take a shot.
You could probably, Jessie got blasted to the wall directly to your right. So you can actually, like, run and get in the way between them if you wanted pretty easily.
Should I take a shot at the guy or go check out Jessie and make sure Jessie's all right?
She'll be fine.
Okay.
Just completely wrecked on the floor.
Go. All right, in that case, can I see him from where I'm at?
No, but you can hear him with your special ears.
I can feel out generally where he is.
Yeah.
Like
you feel the tectonic vibrations in the floor.
Yeah.
So you become one with nature inside of this VR arcade. Or not VR, this is the laser tag room.
I detect that he's about to round a corner that I have visibility at, that he does not see me at.
And you can almost see the lights of his eyes lighting up the floor as he's kind of starting to get closer.
Towards the thing. Yeah. And so in preparation, I hunker down and I bring my two oversized guns together to form one giant rifle. And I'm ready to shoot.
The rail cannon. Okay, so here's how we're going to do this. Let's have Dusty roll athletics. Dusty, roll throwdown for me. I'm not going to tell you what the score is.
All right, I'm going to bet, 2 for my throwdown. Oh!
Nice. Okay, so you get in between and you put the rail cannon up and you start to shoot it. But while that's happening, Lee and Ash, you guys are going to go. So let's say, we're going to say, Lee, give me a throwdown because you're shooting. Ash, give me an athletics because you're kind of using a sport to shoot. That makes sense. Shut up.
All right. I rolled 3 and I had nothing to bet.
Okay, so you got a 3. Okay, Ash, what'd you get? Ooh.
Rolling.
Ooh.
3, double 3.
Oh my god.
So Ash, you go to with the golf ball. It hits a wall, but then it bounces off of Crazy Kurt's back of his head, and then just kind of like falls limply to the floor. But it like kind of like it makes him like a little like he kind of goes, and then Lee, you shoot him in the back, but you realize that your gun is just kind of like useless to him in the back. It seems to do nothing. Like it just lights him up in the back because it's just a laser. However, Dusty, with your special guns, you aim at his face, which is lit up, into his mouth, which has like kind of a red light coming out of it, and it actually causes his head to kind of like go up like a Rock'em Sock'em robot and spin around. Yeah, and he goes, and like he kind of like freaks out and starts to run to the side. Like he runs like sideways through the room towards Ash now. So, but he's like not in control of himself. It seems like he's waving the gun around. His arm, his laser or his dagger arm is like spinning wildly. His head's spinning, and he's trying to get control of it and everything like that. But Ash, he's kind of barreling down on you.
Did anything else get exposed when he sort of went into this new state?
Sort of, because like there's like pieces because his head's now higher up. There's like parts that can be kind of weakened, I guess you can say, as he's like. He's got pieces that you can aim for that probably will work. But
Are
the laser guns
glowing?
No, he's not a boss character in a video game. Although his mouth is, so in a way he kind of halfway is. But yeah, you're gonna have to do some damage. But like but yeah, his mouth seems vulnerable to the laser guns. It looks like.
But he's running
Ash.
toward Ashley.
Yeah. What would you like to do?
Okay,
He's getting into melee range, but not in a good way.
Yeah. Is there a way that I can like prepare to like sidestep?
Oh, just like get out of the way.
Yeah, like right as he gets to me, so that way like he crashes into the wall, and then I can wail on him.
Somersault.
Sure, yeah. I want to say just do throwdown for that, because you're planning on basically just avoiding him and then using melee to hit him.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's a good throwdown ability. And I'm not going to tell you what its skill is, because boss fights are funner when you don't know. 5. Yeah, I want to say you sidestep, and then you just like, what are you using? Because you got a hammer and a golf club.
I feel like because I had just made the shot with the golf club, I probably don't have enough time to grab the hammer from my.
So you use a golf club?
So yeah, I'll use the golf club. Yeah.
And what do you aim with the golf club? Like, how do you
The
do
head.
this?
Always go for the head.
The head. So you hit it, and it goes the opposite direction. So it's like going one direction as it's spinning wildly. You hit it, and it starts to go the other direction.
Yeah.
But as it does that, because you rolled a little low, so you did hit it, and it hurt it. Like there's now another dent in the other side of its face, which causes its cheeks to kind of like do this really creepy, like weird, like anti-dimple thing. It just makes it look worse. It kind of smacks you to the side. So take 1 point of cool damage, because it didn't hurt you as bad as it hurt Jesse, because Jesse just took a full blast. But it did like smack you a little bit. It didn't like you kind of just fall to the ground. Like you don't necessarily get like knocked out or anything. Jesse, I do want to say you do get up by this point. Your chest is burning a little bit. Like it just feels like hot and bruised, but it's not like smoking anymore. But yeah, so he's still kind of, he starts to run to the back of the room now. But his head is still kind of wildly going nuts.
Can see him.
Who wants to do what? You're all kind of in a spot where you can do whatever you want. Like he's still freaking out and everything like that, but now your guys is in a spot where you can start from scratch kind of thing.
I guess since I saw that something different things have happened when he's been shot in the head, can I attempt to shoot him in the head this time?
You can, but that's a hard target. His head is spinning right now.
Yeah, but if I just kind of spray and pray, it should be okay.
Fair. Yeah, it's not like the thing runs out of ammo. It's a laser gun.
Right, you okay? That's a great slogan.
Okay.
We got this.
5.
5. So I want to say you managed to spray. It takes you like a couple of hits, and he's spinning. You do get it in the head, and you just see it kind of like pop, like like just like a firework going off kind of pop. Its head is still like intact and stuff, but there's like smoke coming out of it. But as it's like, you can only see its head over like this obstacle that's kind of in the way. It like pops, but it stops, and then it slowly starts to descend back on itself. And then you don't see it as it disappears behind the thing.
Oh, to transform into something else? A spider!
I was about to say,
Spider beaver.
it's going to be a spider, but it's going to be horrific.
Don't give me good ideas. But yeah, that's Lee's move. Ash is probably the closest to it. Dusty and Jesse are on the opposite side of the room now.
Okay.
I'm going to get in undercover then, now that I can't see it.
Yeah, that's a good, just like, back to where it was.
I'm at a good distance, but I'm gonna tuck behind a barrier or something so that I'm not an easy target.
Yeah, you don't get you got shot once. You don't want to get shot again. If you'd like, you can administer first aid. Just kind of like patch yourself up and like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing you can do if you want to get in the cover.
Out
Yeah.
of curiosity, could I use some combination of intuition and computers to somehow tweak my guns to be more powerful?
What's your computers at?
Not very high.
I don't know if Dusty could do that. I'm gonna.
Dusty, what are you doing over there?
Dusty, what the
I'm
fuck?
thinking of a plan, guys.
I
I'm
feel
just
like-
banging my guns together.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like Dusty putting both guns together was the smartest he'd get with those guns.
Okay. Dusty, that's enough for one day.
On a tech level,
Better.
yeah, that's pretty much as good as it gets.
I know what I gotta study up over the summer then.
Ash,
I'd
you
like
can
to.
kind of see where he was, but there's so much fog in the way it's hard to tell what he's doing at this moment.
I feel like
Oh,
since I
but
don't-
yeah, Jesse, if you want to roll for first aid, you can do that. I'm gonna say just to patch that up, you just need at least like 3.
I'll spend one.
There we go. Yeah, you're feeling. I want to say you took 2 cool damage in that, or 3. You took 3 cool damage in that. Give yourself back 2 cool damage, so you're not like fully healed, but it definitely
Okay.
doesn't like sting anymore. Like,
I definitely brought band-aids. I feel
Yeah,
like
yeah.
my backpack.
yeah, it's just
Okay.
it's like no. You just take out like a Capri Sun and just like the coolness of the liquid. Woo, woo. That's smarts. But yes, so Dusty and Ashley, you can both go.
Since I don't think I can't see him at this point, right? Like he's moved
Yeah.
kind of scattered into the darkness. So I think I need to move closer, like to
With
where...
you, because you did that outdoors thing, you have to communicate to everyone else where you know he is, but you can kind of sense him wherever he goes. I want to say you don't have to keep rolling for the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, unless
So
if
I
it's
can-
like an attack, then maybe, yeah. But like if it's just like knowing where he is, you sense him in the corner of the room. But yeah, again, the fog makes it hard to tell what's going on with him. Like, you don't, and he's not seemingly lit up anymore, so he's not like casting that glow anymore.
Okay. So I'm, if I may, going to just move a little closer to where I think Lee and Ashley are.
What's the plan?
And generally just shout out. He's in the corner-ish.
When you shout, he's in the corner, you just see a thing go and just like jump up to the ceiling. And it just disappears up there because it's completely black. But he's still in the corner. He's just up now.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys.
Terrific. I don't like it.
He's spooky. So this is the point where I will point out some of these obstacles are 2-story obstacles, so you can like climb up them.
Mm.
Laser tag fucking ruled at Odyssey Fun World. Oops, I
Haven't
said the
we-
name of the place live. That's
Haven't we
fine.
established Dusty's really good at climbing?
Yeah, I was just thinking,
Dusty
like,
is
are there
really good
like
at
ropes? Are there things?
No, it's just stairs.
Climb
It's, Yeah,
Oh.
you don't have to. No, they
I
didn't
still
make it
get
that
down
hard.
on all fours and I prance up.
It's like a wolf child.
Whoa, look at him go. Everyone's an awe.
We'll go with Ash first, though, because you did the shout and got closer thing.
Sure.
You're all closing in on that area. But Ash, you got.
Are the other laser tag guns anywhere nearby, or like, can I do anything like? Can I grab 2 of them and do what Dusty did?
I want to say you probably could. I want to say there's just like some laying around sometimes because like maybe the what's it called? Renovators had like fun with it or something like that. But yeah, there's like a whole kit laying on the floor, like the chest part and everything.
Okay, I'll go ahead. I'll grab 2 of them and do what Dusty did and see, like, because since his is special, maybe that's what the key is. So.
It's technically not the combining of 2, but none of you have any evidence that it isn't the combining of 2. So yeah, you all just think that that's the way it has to be done, which is fantastic.
It's double the laser power.
It's gotta work. It's gotta work. And now you're starting to think that in real life, if you were to play laser tag and put 2 laser guns together, it might actually hurt someone. But yeah, so okay, you're gonna shoot at the ceiling then, just into the darkness where Dusty's kind of pointing out.
I mean, it's if I just continually fire lasers into that corner, it should hit something, right?
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. Throw me some throwdown.
Okay. Everything's a little laggy.
I like it though. It's like a
Bye.
Yeah, it adds tension.
Yeah.
Okay, so you shoot at it, and then you see as you're shooting up there, 2 white eyes light up in the darkness, and then you see the red light of its mouth, so then you know to aim at it. But before you're just peppering shots up there, so as you're doing that, 2 more white eyes show up, and then 2 more show up, and then you see like more red dots kind of light up its whole body. And it has a lot more limbs than it did a minute ago. Thanks, guys, for the great ideas. It's a giant spider monster. But it still has the weird beaver face, but its teeth are sharper now. But it just has like 8 eyes, and like most of its limbs are just kind of this mechanical horror that are like spikes and gears and all this stuff. As it like kind of starts to crawl closer on the ceiling, you shoot it finally and hit it, and it just kind of does that pop again, and it falls down, but it falls down on you. Not enough to like hurt you, but just like it's like hovering over you. Yeah. And like its face is just kind of like looking at you as it's kind of like screaming in this weird ethereal language.
Yeah.
I want to say
incapacitated. Can I move out of the way?
You could probably actually do better than that. You have a hammer on you still. But it's like kind of just like doing this horrible scream as it's like kind of looking at you, and its like arms are kind of like 2 of its arms are just like freaking out and just whipping around. Makes it harder to get to, but you're already under it, so it's your show.
Okay.
If you want to give me another throwdown.
Yeah.
It's gonna be high, or maybe not as high as it. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what I feel good about. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna say you're close enough to it that like, okay, how do you want to do this? Describe it to me.
All right. I take the hammer out with my other hand, and I'm trying to grip the other 2 guns, I guess, or maybe I'll just do one because you can't really hold both of them. I start wailing at it with the I'm trying to throw this up on the fly. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, no, that's cool. This is how it is.
Great.
I don't know what I'm doing with my life. So I'm trying to hit the head at the same time while I'm shooting the gun at the into the mouth.
Yeah, you just hear it's like the smoke and sparks are shooting everywhere, and you're hitting like all the red areas.
Yeah. So like we'll do like a whack-a-mole. And,
it's like a whack-a-mole game.
It's just like it doesn't know, like, and it just concaves and just like. And I want to say, just because this is a cool way to kind of end this fight, how does everyone else help during Ash just kind of wailing and going crazy on this thing as this thing's just kind of like popping and sparking and shooting everything?
I'm going to use the gun that I'm holding since I don't need to shoot it anymore. I'm just going to wail on it with the gun.
Oh,
yeah, just take
I
the
see
barrel
that.
and
I'm
just
like,
hit
that's
it
a
with
good
the back.
idea. I pitch in.
And its arms are just kind of like shattered, and some of them are ripping off. Jesse, how do you help out in this final attack?
I'm gonna try to shoot, but I'm getting closer to shoot, so my aim's pretty good.
Yeah, you're hitting like red spots as they appear randomly all over its body, and just like, and then like just its head just explodes when Ash hits it one more time in the mouth with the hammer, and it just kind of like falls, it kind of like reels back on its back legs, and then just kind of crashes onto its back, and just kind of sparks and pops and hisses, and just as it's finally like given up. And you just hear, I'm crazy for the outer black, and then it finally just kind of like, like the life just leaves it and just goes completely limp, despite being a robot. Like, because a robot, if it just stopped, it would just stop. But no, this thing actually like loses muscle grip and actually goes limp. And you survived.
Outer block? What did it say?
The outer black, which is a whole thing. It's just a whole thing, but you kids wouldn't know about that. Don't worry your kid heads over that one.
Lore.
Yeah, I'll try not to be.
Okay. I get up because I feel
covered in like grease and sparks. Like parts of your clothes are a little charred from sparks.
Like, is it dead?
I think so.
We didn't just like kill Archie's spirit, did we?
Oh shit!
No, guys.
Dave's like, that's a good idea.
Because he didn't say anything about Archie.
Yeah.
Oh no! Where's
you hear you hear the doors to the laser tag quest open. The lock undoes, but the doors don't open, and it just goes, "Have a nice day. Thank you for your adventures at Laser Quest." Thank you for that's shit. I could be better than that. We hope you had an exciting time at Laser Quest. There you go. That's a way better one.
So, where's Archie?
Where is Archie?
In the ether.
Yeah,
you only solved one problem.
Do we want to go all the way back to the boys' bathroom and see if he like just kind of like manifests his corporeal body?
Yeah, but I think Ashley and Jesse should go in because it didn't work out so well when we.
Maybe we should all go in. Well, we'll see.
It's icky in there.
The boys' bathroom definitely smells worse than the girls' bathroom.
For sure.
It always does.
How about we leave the door open? Like, that way it can't shut behind us, it can't shut in front of us, and then there's less chance of it opening to a different room.
I don't know why that tickled me so much. Like a family.
We share everything.
I'm gonna make this easy for you. You open the doors to the laser quest and you appear back in the party hallway.
Oh, okay.
And at the end of the hallway is now a green light above the door that you couldn't see before.
That's
and there's
the lab.
There's like a smoke coming out from under it, and then the crack of the doorway, there's like a light.
You guys want to go toward that shiny light thing?
Let's go towards the shiny light. What's the worst that could happen? We already defeated a.
Yeah, nothing else is
beaver.
calling out to us.
It's not like there's other animatronics.
There can't be
in here.
two crazy beavers.
That's impossible! So you open the door, and it leads to, instead of, like, normally in the past, it seems like this would just lead back to the jungle gym. However, it now leads to a secret new room, it looks like. This new room has a staircase that leads down underneath the storage room. You descend the staircase, and you open the door at the bottom, and it reveals what looks like a strange laboratory, like one of those like retro sci-fi laboratories. And in this room, there are 2 tables, and there are 2 men on the tables. Both of these men are wearing a strange type of like what looks like kind of VR goggles, but they're plugged into this gigantic machine. And on top of this machine is a child, and he's just kind of like laying against it. And you recognize, well, no, you don't. You have no idea. No, you do, because you saw in the video. You recognize it as Archie, but you don't recognize the 2 men that are on the tables. And that's what you see.
Who are those men? Who are those men?
Do they hear us?
What?
Because it's Archie is plugged in. Is it dangerous to unplug?
No, he's
Archie?
not plugged in. He's just like collapsed against the machine.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go up to Archie and try to shake him.
So you shake him, and he like limply falls back onto the floor. Somebody roll athletics to see if you catch him before he cracks his head on the cement. He wouldn't, but it'd just be funny.
5.
Yeah, you just like swoop in.
Protect his
You
child
cushion his
brain.
fall with some spaghetti.
Oh
My child.
What spaghetti did you take?
The
I rolled a
machine,
9.
as Archie falls back from the machine, you see the machine kind of whirl and start to kind of twist and turn on, and then there's like and like lights going and everything like that, and you see these ethereal kind of strange lights come out from the top of the machine, and then 2 of them kind of travel down the cords towards these bodies that are sitting on the table.
Different bodies or the 2 same men?
The 2 same men.
Okay.
And the lights kind of like and you see them get sucked into the VR headsets, and then all of a sudden they like those 2 bodies like sit up and rip the headsets off of their faces,
No.
and they just go and they just kind of freak out. It's like, where's the kid? Where's the kid? There's the kid. And then you see Archie just kind of like a weird light kind of is floating in the middle of the air.
Oh no.
And they're just like, somebody get that! Somebody get that! Get the net! Get that! And they point to like one of you kids.
I'm gonna listen to them. I'm gonna.
What? These crazy VR men?
VR man.
These
I
VR
Listen
troopers.
to what they. We don't even have that word, depending on what time we're playing this game.
How early in the 90s it is.
They had the oh shoot, what was like the Game Boy accessory? The virtual,
Virtual
boy.
Boy?
They had virtual boys. So
We
know what
have
virtual
established
reality
that Fenston had one, so
is. Yep, we're good.
yeah.
These couple
So
of
virtual
virtual
reality
boys.
exists in some.
These virtual
Yeah, they're just virtual boys
These
plugged into a
virtual
machine.
boys.
But yeah, so Jesse, I guess you grab like it just looks like a net, like a fishing
Yeah.
net, and you grab it and just get it, get the light, get it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
What? You're helping the virtual boys?
Well, I think I'm helping Archie. I'm gonna roll performance, or
That's a good idea. Performance or athletics is fine.
I'm gonna roll.
Filch. No, not that one. Oh, what'd you get? Okay. Oh yeah, you did it. It's just floating up there, and you just kind of. It's like, okay, now put it on the kid. Put it on the kid.
What is this?
It's his soul.
That sounds kind of important.
Okay, I
Yeah,
guess he needs
it's
it.
just a lot's going on right now, and I just.
Okay,
These virtual boys won't lie to us. They're an
I'm gonna-
adult.
I'm
Adults
gonna do
always
it.
tell the truth.
I'm gonna put the light on Archie's face.
You see the light kind of just like absorb into the Archie, and he just kind of like, and he said something, and he just starts crying, and then like the 2 men on the table just like, oh, thank God, oh, we're back, Ted, and then like he leans over and he just starts shaking, and he's like, we did it, okay, well, okay, we have a lot to
Alan and
explain.
Ted.
So are you a ghost or what?
No, and then he looks over to like a red blinking light that's on like a console on the wall. It's like, did you guys start a fire?
No,
No?
we didn't.
We gotta go. So they like gather up their like as much stuff as they can quickly. And
Are you gonna help us carry him or?
yeah. And then one of them drops their stuff and just, grabs like Archie and just kind of puts him over his back.
I
Archie's just
grab-
crying.
I grab stuff. can I do it sneakily? Can I try to do it?
Yeah, you can filch. Yeah, give me a filch. I'm not going to tell you what the skill is. Give me that filch. Okay, yeah, you get a couple of things that you aren't quite sure what they are. And you grab them, and then just like the backpack and stuff, so it looks like you naturally just grabbed what the guy dropped and stuff. And you all run outside of the Crazy Kurt's arcade and mini golf. As it starts to set ablaze, you can see that the blaze started from the Laser Quest arena. It's the sparks and the fireworks coming off of the animatronic probably started the fire. I was going to mention that as you were leaving, and then I forgot. So that's how so, you're sitting outside on the grass as the arcade and the building is just like starting to set ablaze, and you just see the two grown men just kind of like, oh, damn it. There it goes. Man. Damn it. Well, thanks, kids. I mean, it sounds facetious, but thanks. We were stuck in there for like 2 weeks. So and Archie's just kind of like looking at the blaze, like still not entirely sure that he's like, what happened and stuff like that.
So why did you kidnap Archie?
We didn't. So here's okay, Archie, what do you remember? And Archie just goes, fire. Okay, well, as best as I can guess it, because he tried to tell us it when we were in like the zone, which is what we were calling it. Let me start at the beginning. Okay, so we are Ted Dabney and Alan Alcord, and Alan just goes, hi. Hold your applause. I know, we're the world's best video game developers, he says cockily. He's like, we were making video games. We liked making video games, but we decided we wanted to make something better than video games. Like, we wanted to create the world's most immersive arcade experience known to man. And then we decided to build a machine that would let you travel into the game, so you would be one with the game. And then you just see Alan go, one with the game. It's in the game. And so what we did was we took we would make games on the side just to keep things afloat. We built this secret lab because we didn't want anybody finding our stuff, and we found this building to be the perfect place for it and stuff. So we put, we built a secret lab in the basement, and kind of forgot to pay the rent, and we built a machine, and it lets you go into this thing called the zone. We don't know how exactly it does. It's some sort of supernatural mumbo jumbo that we found in a book somewhere, but like, it's a mixture of science and super science or supernatural, and we combined it all, and it sends you ethereally to a new dimension, which is the game. But the problem is that your body has to stay behind while you're in the game, and so and then you see Alan just go, in the game.
He's in the game.
So we created it, we kept testing it, we kept running it. We noticed weird things would happen every single time we played it, but that's okay, whatever. And we tried to make up ghost stories to tell people to stay away from the place when it started going good and everything. And but then we got into the machine one day, and it turns out we didn't know that they were renovating the place. And this kid found us, I guess. Archie just goes, yeah, I found these two. I played their game, and I knew about the code because I loved their games. And I saw the mini golf thing, and I love puzzles and mini golf, so I was like, yeah. And then I discovered their secret lab, and I thought they were in trouble. So I went to turn off the machine, and then Alan just like, shouldn't have turned off the machine. And he's like, I pressed the machine, I tried to turn it off, I tried to unplug it, and then the machine stopped me, and my soul got sucked out of my body, but I landed on the machine in such a way that they couldn't get back to their bodies either. So we were all just kind of stuck in hell for 2 weeks.
Oh my gosh.
Playing the zone. And I don't know, it sounds like something got out while we were in there, and I just want to go home. I just want to go home and play video games and not be in hell anymore. and then Alan just goes, "That's what happened."
In the game?
In the game.
Okay.
Not in the game. Not anymore. No more game. No more games.
You guys are really bad at video games. You should.
We're really good at it. We made a device that will let you transcend your own body. You can't tell us we're bad at that. Name 2 other people who have done the same.
Like the fact that you couldn't get out of your video game does not speak highly.
Well, it's more art than science sometimes. So, but thank you for getting to the bottom of this one. What do you call yourselves,
The
kids?
Trapper Keeper Club.
Okay,
Trapper
whatever.
Keeper Club. You need to say it. Like, just heard it once. We get it. We got it. We're smart guys.
Yeah, that's neat. Okay, well, it's no Dabney and Alcord, but that's fine.
So I know that you said you didn't kidnap him, but you might be going to prison for kidnapping his soul. I think that we should call the cops because
I'm pretty sure that's not going to hold up in court, but we definitely should call the fire department. You can try if you want. But there's no evidence of the machine anymore because you burned it, so I guess that's done.
And you try using
There
soul
goes-
net in court.
Yeah,
It
geez.
holds up.
Tell them to get in the game. Get in the game.
In the game. Shut up, Alan.
And with that, I want to say the fire trucks start to show up, and they start because the fire is noticeable from fucking space at this point because the whole building's on fire. And you all get. Do you sneak away before the fire department gets there because you technically snuck out to get here, or do you let them take you back to your parents?
I think after all we've been through, I don't think I want to bike an hour and a half to get home. I think I'm probably going to be too exhausted to even think about that.
Yeah, I would like the credit.
I want people to know this. Tell them it was me. Alrighty, so the fire department, they aren't entirely sure why you're there. They think you're a bunch of hoodlums that burned it down, but Alcord and Dabney actually vouch for you because you helped them out and got them out of a hell place and stuff. What's his face? Bankster Realty is actually kind of thankful because they got a return on their investment for the insurance they put down on the place. And it was becoming a problem because the renovators didn't want to work there anymore because they thought it was haunted. So they everything kind of paused anyway, and they're just like, fine, we'll get the money back from the insurance. We'll just call it a draw.
Our fee is $100, please.
$100.
That's a lot of money for a kid.
I pipe up each.
Each. Dios mio. How we ever. You each make $100, but you don't tell your parents. And Alcord and Dabney have no goose in this game or whatever the saying is. Because they didn't own the building, so they don't get the insurance money back, but they're just going to pay you anyway because they're happy that you helped them. And they also just get royalties from their games still and stuff, so they're not exactly poor or anything. You get home after a long day of adventuring. You all get into your beds. Jesse, you hear from your computer, you got mail!
I'm gonna deal with that in the morning.
It's fine, it's nothing important. You wake up in the morning, and it's just Fenston has emailed you all from Hawaii, and he just says, hope you're all having a good time. Hope there isn't did you find the Tamagotchi? What did I miss? And that's where we'll end it.
I mean, what about the things that I stole from...
Oh yes, the things that you
They're
stole.
yours.
Yeah, they're yours. I want to say that might be something we have to come up with in the future, how that could be useful. But it's weird, vaguely sci-fi tech, and sometimes it whispers to you at night, and you don't like it.
Oh god, no.
Yeah. Yeah, it's sitting in your closet that very same night before we cut to the next morning, and you just hear, you see a tiny red light in your closet, and you hear a And then it just cuts out. Ooh, spooky.
I don't like it. Make it stop.
Alrighty, and with that, we could do some introductions and talk about what our favorite parts were. I'll go last because I ran the game. So whoever would like to go first, just tell us who you were, who you played, and what your favorite moment was.
I played Lee, and my least favorite part was that stupid beaver.
That beaver sucked!
It's just shuffling feet. Oh, I hated it. Oh wait, I was supposed to say something I liked. No. I hated that. That's.
You liked hating it.
I like
You liked
hating it.
hating. Whoever else would like to go next?
I'm Gina. I played Jessie. It wasn't a very hard puzzle, but it did take me a second to understand the hole-in-one on 19. And that was
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
even
that was
between when we took our break, I was even congratulating you because Mike and Alicia got back before, and I was like, I'm glad she figured that out real quick. 'Cause, like, I was wondering if that was too obscure of a puzzle, but I was just like, I think at some point you would have gotten it anyway because you would have thought to check the mini golf and something would have happened that would have led you to the final one. But I was just like, it's funny that like the second you saw it, you're like, oh yeah. It's like, oh yeah, okay, cool, you got it. It's fine. I got that. That's fine. That's awesome though.
Yeah.
My name's Alicia, and I play Ashley Black, and I enjoyed the fact that I did everybody better than everybody else at golf.
Golf.
Yeah.
But you didn't get a hole-in-one on the 19th hole.
I
It mattered.
It's your fault, Dave.
Yeah, I'm glad that we actually did get to sort of play golf. That was actually kind of great.
As a team.
As a family.
As a family. Leave that door open.
I'm pooping here.
Open. You don't gotta watch me.
Family fun time.
Oh no.
I'm Brendan and I played Dusty, and I just really enjoyed the setting of the final area, the arcade, the dilapidated arcade.
You're not
There's
going to
a lot
believe
of fun.
this. You're not going to believe this. The laser tag part was made up on the fly.
Nice.
And I was like, this is the coolest way to end this. We're fucking doing it.
Yeah, it was drawn up. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I like
But-
looking at the map and like, oh, where are we right now? And we're going over here. And yeah. it was a lot of fun.
That was one of my favorite parts of the setup was making this map because I got to relive my childhood. I didn't really say it, the part where I said it, I think I edited out because it was during our break, but this whole place is based on a place from my childhood that I used to go to. And it was just nice, like, reliving this place that I used to go to, but, like, making it terrifying.
This place I had nightmares of.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I'm Dave. I was the game master of this game, and my favorite part was being creepy as Crazy Kurt. I like being a weird, creepy animatronic. That's fun. This is close
And
as
I
we get to
didn't
Five
like
Nights
it at
at
all.
Many of us did.
It was spooky. Every time it like he started running towards us, I was like, run!
Yeah, something about it
Just
moving
the
too
random
fast.
screaming.
It's the
Yeah.
shuffling feet and the moving too fast. No.
And with that, we are the Mythos Mystery Society, brought to you by Schmuckies. Schmuckies, we're crazy for fun!
Oh God, no.